On top of that, there's widespread thunderstorm wind damage. Trees are down in Marshall County. Power poles
Finally, we are finally live. Okay, it's working properly now. We are set up, guys. Woohoo! We finally got the stream up and running.
All right. So that's
anybody just hopping in here? We got a crazy line of storms coming through Indiana right now, coming right towards Ohio.
Some thunderstorm wind damage out of Sharon. That's in Mercer County, Pennsylvania.
Big wind damage. Not fun, not fun, not fun. We have thousands of power outages. It's a crazy, crazy day.
All right, so more damage reports continue to come in.
Ryan got one for you. Over in DuBois County, Indiana, near Celestine.
Taking a look at our power outages here, looking at Indiana and Illinois. It's not cool, guys. We got a lot of power outages. So we got 30,000 people without power in Illinois, and another 73,000 people without power in Indiana. Hey, how you doing, Sophie? Sophia, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Ryan. Just got word of some thunderstorm wind damage.
Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties there, getting the stream up and running. It's getting pretty windy here already. We're in I'm near Cincinnati, Ohio, and it's coming my way.
And that actually started a fire.
Dang. So we're seeing fires being started by some of these,
Yeah, we got a big, nasty line of storms coming through Indiana right now.
The damage and trees falling on power.
Taking out power left and right. Let me go ahead and get rid of all these severe warnings.
Move off to the north and east. So make sure we're taking shelter out here in Lawrence and Warren Park and Meridian Hills. This does look like it's going to continue to, lead to damage reports coming in across Indiana.
Yeah, we got this big line of nasty storms coming through here, taking out a lot of power in Indiana.
Extremely dangerous, severe thunderstorm warning with 80 mile per
hour. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sophia.
Lawrence area over the next 16 minutes. Now, I want to go check back in on this storm down here in southern Indiana because it's looking pretty gnarly.
We're watching all these storms as they're coming through Indiana here.
I'd be surprised if we didn't see it.
We actually have a tornado warning up here by Milford. Zach, what's going on, buddy?
Stout storm, and once again, very capable.
I'm going to go ahead and bring up our
tornado.
National weather radar so we can kind of look at these storms a little better because it's really stretched out.
Additionally, we've got
basically this is what we're looking at right here. This is our big line of storms doing a ton of damage right here.
We just got one for Seymour. Okay, so Seymour, Medora, Brownstown. Out here.
More about PA. I mean, this storm's eventually going to make it to PA. Looks like we have some storms over there in PA too as well.
Back up there towards Whitley County, Indiana.
My son lives in PA. He lives over here.
Have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Whitley County. It's about 25,000 people are in the path here of some.
Right now, yeah, we just got these storms right here.
1-inch hail. Jasper, you guys have got 15 minutes left.
Right now, yeah, we're just focusing on the ones that are really bad, like these right here.
Got a couple more minutes left.
Look, I'm gonna zoom out on this storm here in Indiana, right? This is look at all of our warnings on the storm. Like we have tons of warnings in this storm. There's only one warning on the one out in PA, just one warning.
14 minutes remain on this tornado warning up here in Elkhorn.
So yeah, we got a lot of damaging winds coming through Indiana right now, and they're heading towards Ohio. Let me open up another radar. We'll connect over there in PA.
All right, another wind damage report. Go ahead, y'all.
Ryan, got one for you. Out in Kosciuszko County, Indiana. An emergency manager reported a tree down across a road near Atwood. Looks like from thunderstorm winds. That was about 25 minutes ago.
Oh, wow, this one's heading into Mercer County here.
Ryan, just got word of some pretty hefty winds over near Indiana University in Monroe County, Indiana.
It's not looking bad. How bad are the winds over there, Zach?
A thunderstorm wind gust about 11 minutes ago, and they're estimating it hit.
Should be fine. You might see a little bit of winds out of these storms, but nothing too crazy.
So there you go. We're getting.
You don't have any rotation or anything like that. Just a big thunderstorm. That's all it is. Nothing to worry about, buddy.
Up into the
Nothing to worry about.
The Indianapolis Indianapolis area. Once again, the downtown area, you're getting some of the really strong winds right now, but those are going to continue.
Nothing to worry about.
Up
You can see it's all green, no reds, so it's not even rotating.
If you see this little camera window that we have right here, that's actually near Warren Park.
So you're doing good there. You're doing good. People that really got to be ready are the ones here in Indiana. Like Indianapolis is getting hit right now. We're losing a lot of power in Indianapolis. We got this big line of storms coming through here in Indianapolis, and we're having a bunch of brief tornado warnings on this storm as well.
That's going to continue to happen up there towards Fisher.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off all the severe warnings because it's covering up all the storm. But yeah, we're seeing anywhere from 60 to 80 mile an hour winds coming through here. You see we got all these reports of 71 miles an hour. And this is also going to be hitting me in probably like the next hour and a half, so I'm going to have to take shelter myself.
Here's some damage from west of
yeah, we're basically dealing with these storms screaming through, and these are going to make it to Pennsylvania tonight, Zach.
From earlier.
The storm should make it to Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure the storms basically hit all of Ohio.
We've got a video.
Let's pull up our SBC outlook real quick.
Downtown Indianapolis. As the storm was coming in with the
so we got cams right here in downtown Indianapolis right here. So they have the tornado sirens going off downtown in Indianapolis.
Thank you, KGX, for sending that in. And here's that big grain band that took damage in Hoopiston over there in Rossville, Illinois.
Big grain band that took damage in Illinois.
That's Kosciuszko County.
All right, Kosciuszko County. Got it. Got it. Thank you, Bash. Thank you, y'all. I really appreciate the help.
All right, so looking at our latest SBC outlook, I think Marion County is where Indianapolis is. See if we have any updates here. So we have 4,000 houses lost power in Indianapolis so far. So yeah, this storm's basically screaming across downtown Indianapolis at this point. Basically, weak hurricane force winds right here, 70 to 90 mile an hour winds here.
Go ahead.
Several storm reports to relay from Indiana folks. We've got thunderstorm wind gusts of 60 to 62 miles per hour.
Right here, 71.6 miles an hour at 868 feet. So these winds are still screaming through here.
The strongest hit.
Anywhere we see yellows, in orange, we're seeing like 70, 80 mile an hour winds pretty much.
Pea-sized hail accompanied a gust in Morgan County.
Then on the backside, look, it's still pretty windy. We're still got like 60 mile an hour winds on the backside.
Just now tuning in, this is what it looks like out there in Indianapolis.
It's going to be windy for a good amount. It's just blasting over top of Indianapolis right now.
Cordsville and Greenfield. How many people do we have watching up here? You guys need to be getting ready. We are getting those damage reports coming in. It does sound like a lot more damage reports are actually coming from the northern side of this line of storm. So what's going through
Tennessee is good right now. Everything we're dealing with is basically in Indiana.
Some problems out there.
Got this big line of storms that's just basically obliterating power as it goes through.
Up here. Moving,
take a look at all of our power outages in Indiana and see what this storm's done so far. I'm sorry I couldn't go live earlier.
So
just having technical
really,
issues.
Encourage everybody up here to also take shelter, just like we are in Indianapolis. As we've got way more damage
through here doing tons of damage.
This part of the line than any other part. So
Tennessee, we're golden, right?
The storms come up towards
basically all of our damage is done in Illinois. Mostly, it's really bad in Indiana now, as the storm's basically screaming through Indiana. Looks like I don't think Michigan's going to get hit as bad as they were expecting.
Severe thunderstorm warning out there for Scott and Washington counties in Indiana. Golf ball size hail.
But here, let me check the Indiana real quick on the National Weather Radar for Tennessee. Yeah, it's looking just scattered possible thunderstorms throughout Tennessee here on the eastern side. That's about it. Got a lot of rain down in Mississippi and Alabama, a little bit in Georgia.
82,000 people now without power.
Yeah, Kelly, you're good. You're good down there in Minnickville,
Indiana.
I think you're south of Knoxville, right? Yeah. All you got is a couple of thunderstorms coming through. You don't have any chance for tornadoes down there in Tennessee today. Let me pull up our SBC outlook.
We got a new watch that's just come out that includes portions of Ohio, including
Well,
Cincinnati.
yeah, welcome
up
back,
there towards
Kelly. It's been a
Toledo.
while since I've seen
So
you.
we're gonna we'll put that up right here in a second.
Trying to pull up our tornado outlook for today.
Corey's up there in Warren County, Indiana, showing us a nice storm as it comes in.
So basically, this is our tornado threat for today. I am now in the 5% chance. We have a 10% up here, up in this part of Indiana. So, I mean, this is scary, guys. Pretty crazy day right here. So they did give us a 10% chance for tornadoes here in Indiana. And we got a 5% in the red and a 2% in the
right
green.
Now include that tornado.
Pretty much this whole area, we're not really going to see anything. The storm's already passed all this. The storm's right up here now.
Considerable severe thunderstorm.
That's where our storm's at now.
70-mile-per-hour winds are coming in.
This is the only area we're really worried about severe weather right now. It's going to be here from Indianapolis and going to the east at this point.
Indiana. So that's what we're dealing with there. Let's also get an update on our top wind reports. Indianapolis, we're topping the charts. Indianapolis, 71.
Blake, how did you survive the nasty winds earlier? You're good. You're good now.
The Indiana University.
Everything that happened in Illinois is done. We're just watching this big line of storms come through that already passed through Illinois
today. In excess of 1 inch in diameter. And those are our top.
I just did a 3D in PA, brother.
But once again, our top priority severe thunderstorm warning right now is the destructive severe thunderstorm warning in effect for
right here.
The
look,
Indianapolis area.
We don't have any rotation over here in New Wilmington.
6 minutes, Indianapolis.
We're golden, brother. It's just a thunderstorm. That's all we got here, buddy. There's no rotation in this thing. This is it. This is a New Wilmington, PA.
Thunderstorm watch. This is for Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. We've got about 6 million people under the gun here.
Blake, you should be good. You already went through the worst of it today. Let's go back down to Johnson County, Illinois.
Cincinnati, Chillicothe, Middletown, Dayton, Sydney, Maysville, and Columbus. So raise your hand in chat if you're from this area.
Look, you got nothing out here.
I know.
The worst of the storm already hit you, brother.
Cincinnati to Dayton.
This is our main threat. We really need to focus on this line of storms right here, guys, because this is all these people are losing power out here
for a while as these storms approach.
You got to focus on this line of storms here. Everybody that's basically on the east side of these storms here, in Indiana, you need to be ready. It's coming through. It's knocking power out left and right. This whole line of storms, we got 60 to 80 mile an hour winds coming through here. We need to keep watching for brief spin up tornadoes.
Some big time damage coming in from the north.
Looks like we got pretty good rotation down here by Hardinsburg.
Jason
and Paoli.
So yeah,
we got a big rotating supercell down here.
Jason here. Thank you for sending this.
We have really strong winds coming through here. We got lots of rotating winds up here.
Race past Indianapolis up there towards Lawrence.
I need to move this second radar over here to Cleveland, I think, because we got to watch this storm closely.
Ooh. Something about the Indiana traffic camera system just really doesn't like my program here. I'm having a hard time with it. I don't know if you guys can tell. But I think
this looks better here. We can watch. We can see the whole storm now. I made it one window.
Storm is doing and what it's capable of doing.
How you doing, Elizabeth? Welcome to stream. Lance Haverman, what's going? How's it going there in Delaware?
And Anderson.
Are you talking about Delaware, Ohio, or Delaware, the state?
We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Grant County, Indiana. A little cells popped up here coming up towards Marion and Gas City.
We got a little rain out here northeast. We do actually have a tornado threat out here tomorrow.
We also got a severe thunderstorm warning in Pennsylvania. How about you over here in Warren, in Pennsylvania, and also Tidiute?
Yeah, our main concerns are going to be this line of storms right here. I mean, all these people are at threat of losing power. We have a lot of power outages out here.
Sheffield and
if you're not in Indiana, you really don't have anything to worry about.
15,000 people in the path of some 60-mile-per-hour winds. It does look like that's a pretty intense.
So our latest in Coskioto County, we have 3,000 houses lost power in Coskioto County. We had 2,800 houses lose power in Fulton
Indiana,
County.
Once again, Marion County.
We have 1,500 houses lost power in Johnson County. We have a total of 4,000 houses lost power in Indianapolis.
Destructive severe.
I don't know if we have an update on this yet.
We do have
no, still not updated. Our last update was at
trees down from
447
walnut tree.
So yeah, it's been 10 minutes since our last update.
On the northwest side of
hey, what's going on, Simply Keats?
Speedway.
Kelly, I just looked at McMinnville, Tennessee. Did you not hear me? Am I muted or something? Can you guys hear me? Let me check my microphone. I've been having some issues today. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, lots. So damage reports are continuing to pour in from around Indianapolis. It looks like we were hit pretty hard there. Once again, hopefully you guys are all right.
You're good. You're good.
If you want to send
Kelly.
in photos, videos, and stuff like that, you can.
All you have is some scattered storms out here.
Community at Ryan Hall.
You have nothing to worry about down in Tennessee right now. Just some scattered thunderstorms. I knew McMinnville somewhere in here. You don't have anything coming at you for a while. I mean, we have some scattered rain showers out here, but it's going to be a while before you see those in McMinnville.
By the problems.
So you're good there.
The camera system here. Of course, now it's working perfectly.
I wonder if Kelly can't hear me. Kelly, you might need to turn on your volume because you keep asking me about McMinnville, and I've talked about it 3 times now.
That's plumb wild. That is plumb wild.
I know Kelly because she comes in here a lot, right?
Courtsville, Woodbury, and Greenfield. You guys are next.
I think her sound might be off
on some of these strong winds here. Also, Anderson and Alexandria.
We're basically watching this line of storms for tornadoes here.
Ryan, are you going to start taking callers on to the show? Maybe. I don't know.
So we got a lot of areas of rotation right in here. We might see a spin-up tornado.
We love playing around with YALBot and
got some big rotation down here. These storms are the ones that are heading towards me too.
It's really busy.
So I'm probably gonna have to take shelter here in about an hour and a half.
We just got a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning out there for Delaware, Hamilton, and Hancock.
Yeah, this is the big line of storms we're dealing with.
About 1 million people in this polygon here, including Alexandria, Anderson, and Greenfield. So,
basically, the ones I lit up here, these are our worst ones. This is where we're seeing the most damage. Everything inside the red polygons. These are all of our severe destructive warnings right here. We're in Indiana. We're moving east across Indiana, heading into Ohio and Michigan.
I'm kind of semi.
We're seeing 60 to 80 mile an hour winds up here.
On one window, I'm debugging the program. On another, I'm like going around.
Our latest check we have,
and then I'm also trying to read chat at the same time.
We have 81,000 people without power in Indiana from this right now. 81,000 houses, not people. It's most likely more than one person living in most houses.
Yeah. Going it.
Yeah, this storm basically cranked through Indiana. Did a good amount of damage in Illinois too as well. Man, what happened to Morgan County? I don't know if there was a tornado in Morgan or something. Morgan got hit hard.
Ligonier. Really? Okay. What did I say? I said...
How you doing, Phil? Welcome to the stream.
Didn't I?
Wanda, welcome to the stream. How you doing, Orifice Horace? So yeah, this is what we're dealing with. This storm just made it through Indianapolis. It's heading towards Ohio. I mean, this thing's moving quick. See, we're having brief multiple tornado warnings. We're seeing a lot of brief tornadoes too out of this storm.
That one, for sure.
Little baby purple polygons is where we're seeing like some brief spin-up tornadoes here. So if you haven't been hit by this line of storms yet, it's still yet to come to you. So if you're anywhere east of this line of storms here, prepare.
We'll never forget that one for sure.
Get your yard cleaned up, get ready, get your car in the garage, get your pets inside. And once this storm gets close to you, make sure you're away from your windows. Be in your innermost room, obviously, like in a bathroom that has no windows, somewhere like that once it comes, because there's a good chance you might see a brief spin-up tornado in your area if you're getting hit by these storms. Especially down in here, we're seeing a lot of rotation down here, guys. And that's what's heading right towards me. The worst part of the storm's heading towards me, the one that looks like it's going to produce tornadoes.
Here's a video from Tails WX in Bloomington.
It's actually
some interesting.
let's like close in on these
that,
storms down here.
As they came into the area there. Fort Wayne, yeah, you guys are next in line. You guys are probably about to be under a severe thunderstorm warning here soon. I would expect at least.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at these storms here. So we got a lot of rotation down here in these storms. We got some big supercells, and these are scary looking, and these are coming at me, so I'm going to have to be... I'm going to have to take shelter today. Yeah, that's a big boy.
Yeah, a lot of our damage reports.
That is a big supercell right there.
Warsaw area. Tons of damage reports over here.
This storm's coming right at me.
All right, Ryan, buckle up. I've got a major storm report roundup for you.
It's a
Central
big storm.
Indiana is seeing significant impacts. Winds hit up to 70 miles per hour.
We got a good bit of rotation on it, too.
Counties, snapping large limbs, and a tree even fell onto vehicles in Cumberland, Marion Co. We've also seen an 8-inch tree downed in Hendricks.
We can kind of see where this thing's rotating from. It's coming down through here.
Strong gusts over 60
We see a tornado. It's going to happen
in
right
Elkhart
down in
and
through
Boone
here.
Counties, and quarter-sized hail in Orange County. This severe weather also
So hopefully these big
extends into
supercells calm down here in the
where
southern
tree
parts
and
of
power lines are
Indiana,
down in
because they're coming right at me. Pretty much they're coming after everybody. They're coming towards Cincinnati, guys. We got some big supercells heading towards Cincinnati right now.
Ryan, got word of some thunderstorm wind damage out in Lawrence County.
I live north of Cincinnati.
Specifically near New Wilmington.
I live like
This
right
came
up
in
here.
about 13 minutes ago from the
And
911
these
call
big
center.
big supercells are
We got
coming
a
right at
report
me.
of a tree down on Old Mercer Road.
This is from earlier.
This is probably our
today
most threatening looking
from
one right here.
Pleasant
We got a lot of
Plains,
rotation in
Illinois.
this
Look
one.
at that. I think that we saw this from Storm Runner Media's point of view, but this is a much better vantage point. What an incredible looking tornado. That's crazy. Look how fast it was moving too.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was in Illinois earlier.
Pleasant Plains, Illinois. This
Pleasant
is from
Plains,
a,
Illinois.
Trooper. My husband is a state trooper, and he caught this southwest of Pleasant Plains, Illinois earlier today. I got to watch that again.
To make it as big as possible.
What's up with all the awesome looking tornadoes that we've had here recently?
It's a skinny little tiny noodle nader. A little noodle nader. Looks like it was well condensed for how little it was.
All right. So coming back over here to our radar, let's go through these severe thunderstorm warnings one by one.
Right, yeah, let's take a good 3D view of these storms coming up through Indianapolis
hit
too.
Pretty hard right now up here as the storm goes up towards Bronson. In Michigan.
So worst areas of the storms are basically in here for winds. You can see how we have our severe destructives on it.
Next little bit. Fort Wayne, we're watching this storm to your north and west.
It's like the worst of it has passed through Indianapolis.
And Peabody here very soon. So make sure you guys are, getting ready in Fort Wayne. You guys will eventually be.
So, I mean, this is what we got coming. This is if anybody's in Ohio, this is what's coming towards us.
Severe thunderstorm warning.
We still have the other half of
we're going
Indianapolis or Indiana that's got to come through.
Probably issued for Portland here soon. Muncie, Alexandria, and Anderson. You guys are getting ready to receive up to 70.
We're going to take a look at the velocities of these storms now.
With this storm that's coming in right now towards you.
It's basically the wind speeds inside the storms.
Middletown and Markleville. As the storm goes over there towards Anderson, Indiana.
Nothing too crazy looking right now. Just really strong winds.
You guys are also about to get hit.
I mean, that's where our velocities are strongest. We're not dealing with much rotation there, just a straight line wind force, as you can see.
This is what that looks like right now as it comes into the areas just north of Greenfield. And we do expect that some of these wind gusts will exceed 70 miles per hour.
That's what's coming, guys.
Getting ready for that.
If you're in Ohio, this is a big beast that's coming towards us. It's kind of nice as we haven't seen any tornado warnings here recently.
Nothing going on right now around Louisville. I see people in chat asking about Louisville. Nothing going on right now. We do have some, stuff happening back here in Kentucky.
Check our power
Couple blips
outages
that are
again.
popping up, but nothing to really report on or even worry about too much just yet. I promise you, as soon
Last
as there's
update was at
something
5:02 5 minutes ago.
over here, we will focus all of our attention on that.
Holy smokes! 25,000 houses lost power in Indianapolis total now. Now that this thing's pretty much moved Indianapolis, we had 25,000 houses lost power here in Indianapolis. That is some big damage from the storm. Not good, not good. You can see we're seeing damage all the way out here up into Huntington County, Wabash County, Osceola County now as well. Got damage out here in Howard County now. Looks like the storm might be calming down a little bit on the southern part.
Hey, Ryan,
still, like you notice
just
how the
saw this
damage
come
is
in.
mostly
We
up
got a
northern
report of
more.
a thunderstorm wind gust.
So it looks like
clocking
our
in at
northern part's a
67
little more
miles
strong,
per
it
hour
seems.
over in Warren Park. That's in Marion County, Indiana. This was about 14 minutes ago.
We still have
Came in
a
from an
tornado
amateur
threat
radio
down here.
operator.
67 miles per hour, huh?
Oh wait, we might be having a brief spin up tornado happening here in Nashville. Oh yeah, this is about to get tornado warned, I think. We got some rotation happening right
here
here.
In Indiana, where we've got a strong line
Heading towards Jonesville, Azalea. We got some rotation.
1 million people under this severe thunderstorm warning. So we're encouraging
got some more
people to get
rotation here
indoors
by
away from
Sparksville
windows
as well.
because it's doing this. It's knocking down trees. It's taking down power lines.
This is the same storm that's been rotating for a while here. This big
Indiana and
supercell.
Illinois earlier, some of these same storms were producing tornadoes. Now they were very cool-looking tornadoes, mostly weak.
Zach, it's going to be a long time before it
something
gets
to
to
keep
you.
in
It's
mind
probably
as
going to be
these
falling
storms
apart.
approach, your neighborhood. If you happen to be a really unlucky person that gets hit by one of these very small, narrow tornadoes,
So this is our SBC outlook for today.
Storms, that is going to do additional damage to your home. So we want to take shelter whenever those
tornado threat. There is no tornado threat in
severe
Pennsylvania.
thunderstorm warnings are issued. Fort Wayne, storms are coming in towards you. Give it another 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, we got a 10% in the yellow, 5% in the red, 2% in the green here.
Thunderstorm warning up here in areas just south of Cleveland.
And then
Ohio.
our wind threat for today,
Cuyahoga, Lorraine, Medina.
so you
County
might see
in
a little
Ohio.
bit of
Your strong
windiness
storm
there
down
in
here near
Pennsylvania, but not in bad. Look,
Moving
this is
down
where we're going to get the
towards,
worst winds here
Akron,
in Indiana.
okay? So there's about
and
a
Ohio.
500,000 people under this severe thunderstorm warning right now.
30% signature here,
you
right
to
here in the
get
reds. This is where we're
indoors
going to see the
and
worst
stay away
winds
from
today.
windows. Way up here in Michigan, east of Lansing, we've
So
got
I
a
might
strong
be
storm
losing
up here near
power.
Williamston,
My stream may
dropping
go
some
down if
60
it
mile per
hits
hour
me.
winds, and it does have a little bit of a rotating aspect to it. So
we'll see
we're
what
keeping an eye
happens
on that as the storm moves off to the east. Right now, there's nothing too much to worry about.
Look
here,
at tomorrow.
okay?
We're
We'll
out
let
here
you
in
know
the
if that changes.
northeast.
Severe
This is our
thunderstorm
tornado
warning
threat for
continues
tomorrow.
for LaGrange and areas up here around Sturgis and Kindleville. This does make its way up into Bronson, Michigan as well. We'll keep you updated on any updates.
It's about an hour away
right
from
now,
me.
Just, hey, 60 mile per hour winds are coming in, maybe even stronger. We did have power lines reported down back here near the great town of Ligonier. And that's going to keep moving up towards Jamestown and Angola and places like that. We do continue to keep.
Yeah, we have some pretty good rotation right here still.
Of some rotation.
So got a little rotation down here by Livonia.
Down here,
and
south and
Orleans
west of
and Mitchell.
Columbus, Indiana. I would definitely be ready to take shelter in Ogleville here soon. If that continues to wrap up, that rotation might lead to a tornado warning. Okay.
Just north of Cincinnati.
So here's what we're dealing with. Our top 10 warnings right now.
Easiest way to put it right here, just north of Cincinnati in Hamilton County.
70 mile per hour winds up there in Scott and Washington counties in Indiana. We're encouraging people to take shelter because there's not only
71 mile an hour wind report in Marion, Indiana.
Hail. We've got warnings all over the place. Indiana. This warning right here is in Michigan. That's the one we were just looking at.
Right here is where we're seeing a lot of the strongest winds here. It's mostly up north now.
And we're even
74 mile an hour winds right here.
All the way down there in Ohio. So
81 mile an hour winds here in Anderson.
Warnings today, and we've also seen lots of reports Our leaderboard here. Who's on top?
80-mile-an-hour winds up in
Illinois,
Linwood.
Still with the greatest wind gust today. Actually,
67-mile-an-hour winds up in Alexandria.
are tied with a 71-mile-per-hour wind gust.
Then we're getting some big blasts up here in LaFontaine, Mount Etna.
Indiana University. And then we also had
I mean, pretty much it is coming for us all. If you live east of Indiana, it's coming for you.
Park, Indiana, with 67-mile-per-hour winds. So
I mean, the storm stretches the entire state. Like, it's not going to miss anybody.
Not much of a hail day. Quarter-size hail reported across multiple areas out there, and that's what we're dealing with.
So it doesn't look like it's too bad up in Michigan.
So we did just get either a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning, or we just had one upgraded, I believe. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with over here in Salem, Indiana. We've got a
Michigan's getting it pretty good. We've only had 925 power outages in Cass County, and that's it.
As we do have a golf.
So it looks like Michigan's dodging a bullet today.
70-mile-per-hour wind. So y'all get ready for that.
We're up to 132,000 people without power in Indiana now from the storm. 132 households. 132,000. It's a lot of power outages in Indiana now.
Checking back in on that warning in.
Yeah, I know. Mac's been live all day.
Pennsylvania. Population 15,000.
I streamed till about 3 o'clock in the morning last night. That's why.
Guys, please send in.
We had some really bad
photos,
storms last night.
All that kind of stuff over at community@ryanhallyall.com. We would love to show it. And if you send it on Twitter,
got to get sleep, you know.
Ryan Hall, y'all, please remember to.
Yeah, we had some really bad storms last night. That's why I stayed up so late. We had a bunch of tornadoes last night. Lots of 100-mile-an-hour plus winds last night, so I stayed up late for that. Mostly in Oklahoma and coming into Arkansas last night. We had a bunch of tornadoes.
New severe thunderstorm warning issued with a tornado possible tag over here for Columbus, Indiana. Okay, so we do have Bartholomew and Brown counties in Indiana now under a severe thunderstorm warning. 70-mile-per-hour winds, and a tornado is possible here as we have that area of rotation near Pikes Peak, moving up towards Columbus right now.
I'm going to keep Ryan Hall on for now. I've been running Max for the first 2 months.
Out of Indiana. Amateur radio near Mooresville in Morgan County reported a 67-mile-per-hour.
Trying to mix up the streamers a little bit. I want to advertise for all of them.
24 minutes ago.
What was that? 67? Wow. We're about to have all 5 of our top wind gust reports over 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, I'll probably start using Max Washington in a month
Illinois
or so.
is added on to the 70-mile-per-hour club. All right, we got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect now for Greensburg and Shelbyville.
Y'all know how long Ryan Hall's been live.
So get ready for some damaging winds over here in Homer, Rushville. This is Bartholomew, Brown, Decatur.
Right now, I'm just trying to catch my breath.
Indiana for the next hour. We've got 171,000 people in the path here. Potentially, we're dealing with up to 60-mile-per-hour winds with these. We just got a
good amount of rotation in these areas.
Pennsylvania, up here near Warren. This includes the town of Russell.
I'm worried about these supercells
so get ready
down
for
here.
60-mile-per-hour winds up here over the next 44 minutes.
This big boy's coming right towards me down here.
Yeah, storm's done in Indianapolis. I still see people asking about it. It's done in Indianapolis. We're fine.
This big old supercell coming at me.
Indiana power outages are now up to 117,000.
I don't know which one Ryan Hall's using, but it's delayed. We have 132,000. That's where our strongest velocities are here. Yeah, you can see where it's coming down and connecting. It's coming down through here, heading down into the storm.
Indiana now. And this is what it looks like right now in Fort Wayne. You can see in the distance there, you got some really, dark clouds, some pretty ominous looking stuff out here.
Yeah, rotation's coming down through here.
Moving in. Okay, so get ready for it. We could have some damaging winds here soon.
Clearly see it right here where it's coming down. Got a good amount of rotation down in here still. Very concerning looking supercell right there. And this one's coming right towards Cincinnati. I think this one's most likely going to go south of me, but yeah, this one's probably going to hit Cincinnati dead on. And we could see a tornado out of this one.
All right, Ryan, buckle up.
Got some really strong winds up here by Yorktown.
We're seeing a significant concentration of thunderstorm wind damage across Indiana from the last half hour, with numerous trees and power lines down in multiple counties.
Got a bit of rotation
like
starting
Marion,
up here by
Dubois,
Freetown, too.
Hendricks, and LaGrange. Key reports include a 65-mile-per-hour gust in Morgan County and a very recent 62-mile-per-hour gust in Brown County, Indiana. Separately,
let's see our latest
Sylvania,
update on the
Ohio,
power outages
also
here.
So
last we seen 132,000 people without power. Still 132. We haven't got another update.
Okay, yeah, so lots more reports are coming in from all across Indiana. Thank you, Y'allbot, for the detailed updates. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, pretty much. Anybody out here in front of these line of storms, you need to prep up. We're heading east into Ohio. We're on the east side of Indiana now. Not sure if he's here or not. I haven't seen him talk yet today. Yeah, right now we have 3 severe destructive warnings on the storm.
Yeah,
now.
somebody
right
asked
here.
about the hurricane. There is a hurricane out there, by the way, that
ooh, we got a hurricane now?
Watching.
Let's check out that hurricane.
In the Pacific Ocean, of course. It's not, it doesn't have any... There's no threat to land really in the United States, and it's mostly down there on the southwestern side of Mexico.
I'm gonna pull up this hurricane real quick.
This is what it looks like right now, which is actually pretty crazy because the last time I looked at this, it did not have an eye.
Wow, this thing's about to make land. Oh my goodness, 110-mile-an-hour hurricane now. This thing ramped up like crazy since yesterday. We were looking at this yesterday. It was only 50 miles an hour. Hurricane Eric, baby. It's about to make landfall in Texas, man, or Mexico. Anybody in Mexico? Anybody from Mexico in here? Take your safe spots for the next 2 days. Holy crap. Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
How did that happen?
Find the right view of that. I guess you can
overnight
just look at it through the mesoscope.
This thing was a tropical storm last night.
Yeah,
a weak one, 50 mile an hour
out there, south and west of
oh
Mexico.
My goodness!
It is going to make landfall probably as a major hurricane, Cat 3 or higher.
Let me yeah, we'll do a satellite view of it too.
Or how warm the waters are out there, and we're having some similar conditions over there on the other side of Mexico. So whenever we get going with our tropical season, it does look like it's going to be somewhat intense. So that's just something else to think about here. Got some strong winds visible there on our traffic camera in Bartholomew County.
All right, I know there's satellite view here somewhere. Getting lost. All right, I'm gonna move it over here until we find the satellite view. But yeah, everybody needs to be ready. If you're in Ohio or eastern Indiana, we got this big storm coming through, knocking a lot of power out. 60 to 80 mile an hour winds coming through.
Muncie, you guys are next in line.
Just a heads up, like our latest report from National Weather Service right here.
And once again, if you guys
70
are just
mile an
now,
hour wind gusts, quarter
tuning
size hail.
we've got this
At
big line of
5:15
storms that's
p.m.,
past
severe
Indianapolis
thunderstorms
now,
were
and it's
located
still
along the
really
line
packing a
extending from
punch,
near El LaFontaine to near
with
Greenfield, moving
damaging
east
winds,
at 40
but the
miles an
tornado
hour.
threat has gone down.
So these storms are
significantly.
moving
When we
east
first
at 40
started out,
miles an hour.
we had lots of tornadoes, lots of tornado
It's about an
warnings and
hour.
stuff.
They're probably going
I
to make
think
it
that
to
we
Ohio.
will still see tornado warnings for the rest of the night, but our main threat by far is going to be the damaging winds for the remainder of the evening. Let me show you a couple more details here.
All right, here we go. Satellite view. Oh, wow.
From the Storm Prediction Center's latest outlook. Ooh, goodness. There we go. We've got an enhanced risk continuing.
Satellite
over
view of
here
our
for
hurricane
lots
over
of
top of
Indiana,
Mexico
over
right
into
here.
Kentucky and Ohio, a little bit of Michigan. So Illinois, you guys are done for the day for the most part. They've cut you out completely.
You can see the eye of the
on
hurricane right
the
in
morning,
here.
or the outlook. So we might have a couple stragglers.
This hurricane got big
most
so
of our significant
fast,
severe
guys.
weather's gonna be
Holy
happening
smokes,
over
that
here in
hurricane
the
got
orange.
big.
And we are going to have some storms down here in Tennessee, maybe down into Oklahoma and Texas as well.
Look, it's our big storm up here too. We can see it.
But our main focus over the next few hours is going to be everybody.
Looks like a bunch of
in
clouds,
the
but
orange
that's what's
here.
coming.
Let's go over and take a look at the latest HRRR model. I think that's going to be
Let's
the
listen to what Ryan Hall's
18Z.
saying real quick.
Let's let it load here. And we'll take a look at what the radar could look like as we go into the future. How about that? While I... yeah, let's go ahead and do that now.
Yes, Matt. Cleveland, Ohio,
So
it's
this
coming.
is what the radar could look like in about an hour and a half. We're probably
Look,
going to
he's showing
still
us what it's
see
gonna
a
look like
very
in an hour
strong
and a half.
line of storms moving into northwest Ohio here, getting closer to Bowling Green, Findlay, Ottawa, Toledo. We are going to see storms up here around Lansing around this time, and these are going to be continuing to cause damage, all right, as they move up there towards eastern portions of Michigan and northwest Ohio, just as they have been in Indiana, okay? And we're going to continue to see little pockets of isolated damaging wind bursts down here a little bit farther to the south as well. We're going to see a strong storm at some point in Greenville, Richmond, and maybe down there towards Cincinnati by 7 p.m. Louisville. Storms might be even past you by 7 p.m. And we'll see those move into Lexington maybe around 8 or 9 p.m. It does look like some storms are going to spark up between Memphis, Clarksville, Tennessee, up there towards Bowling Green around 9 p.m. And we will continue to watch y'all as those storms come through. Winds will be coming into Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, he's just
by
looking
9
at the
p.m.
future view of this
Cleveland,
storm.
maybe 9, 10 p.m. Detroit. It'll be over there by 9 p.m. more than likely. And we're, of course, going to continue to watch these storms form over here in Texas and Oklahoma. And we might have a decent line of storms move through Nashville around midnight, my neck of the woods over here by 1 or 2 a.m. So, as you can see, from about
So
right
we're expecting
now,
to see a line of storms come through Nashville
going
or
forward,
Tennessee and Kentucky as well.
the intensity of the storms are going to go down for the most part.
How bad the
Right.
winds get there, Zach,
So
in Pennsylvania?
that doesn't mean that it's over. It doesn't mean that the storms are not going to pack a punch in Ohio, but we are on the downside, the downward trend, I guess.
Yeah,
you could
so
say.
he's saying we're on the downtrend, right? So luckily,
Now, let's talk about the severe
I'm
thunderstorm.
hoping we only see 50 to 60 mile an hour winds in Ohio, the way it's going.
We've got a severe thunderstorm warning for Allegheny and Westmoreland.
See, we're down to 3 severe destructive warnings, and that's these 3 right here.
This is going to be for a population of about 860,000 people. So we do have a strong storm out here, and we are encouraging you to take shelter in Pittsburgh as we have 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in. 60 miles
Yeah,
per
we're
hour
riding
winds.
right along I-70 here. Richmond, Indiana. It's a pretty big city. It's coming towards you. Winchester, Connorsville, Cambridge City. These guys are all on deck. The winds are big. Big winds are coming. Bluffton. Bluffton's a big town. It's about to get hit by some nasty winds. Fort Wayne is huge. Fort Wayne's about to feel the wind.
Look at this.
It's coming, Fort Wayne.
Somebody actually used the hailometer to measure hail.
The halometer.
This is one of the only times I've seen this. Now, we sell these things called yalometers on our website to measure snow with. They're really cool. And whenever we went to go get them printed, we had about a 1 foot by 1 foot leftover piece on the edge of the material that we cut the yalometers out of. And we were like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with this? So we decided to make halometers.
Connecting back down here to Louisville, Kentucky, so I can look at these. Close look at these supercells down here that are rotating. They don't look too bad now. We got a little bit of rotation here.
So thank you for sending this in, Anonymous463. I love seeing the halometer out there in the wild. Just a quick plug, because Kinsey is here with me, and she works really hard.
Still has good structure, but doesn't look like it's rotating too bad now.
Of course. Jennifer's got a great view of the storm moving into Fort Wayne.
Oh, no. It's still got a bit of rotation. The storm still concerns me a little bit. I'm going to keep watching it.
Here's another look at some damage out there in Shepherdsville, Kentucky.
Yeah, this one's down here in southern Indiana. It's on track to get Cincinnati.
And then this is in Pendleton, Indiana.
You got a bit more rotation on these southern storms down here.
That we've seen today with our major.
They're kind of a little more isolated down here.
Over Indiana.
They're catching the end of that dry line a little better, getting a little better rotation.
We've got multiple storm reports coming in from Indiana. There's quarter-sized hail in Alexandria, Madison County. We're also seeing strong winds with a 60-mile-per-hour gust reported in Marion, Grant County. And more significantly, emergency management reports trees and power lines are down with power outages in Shipshewana.
Yeah, we haven't checked the power outages in a minute.
All right. So we've got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect now.
The last update was at 5:10. It's 5:28 now.
Union, Wayne, all these counties.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're at 154,000 households without power now in Indiana.
County. In Ohio, you guys are all under a severe thunderstorm warning. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, meaning that we have a considerable damage threat here. 70.
So latest update, Huntington County, we have 1,122 houses without power in Huntington. 1,300 houses without power in Wabash. 5,100 houses without power in Coshioto County now. Our newest two up here, LaGrange. We are down. We have now 1,200 houses that lost power up in LaGrange. And this is our furthest north.
This is what it looks like.
Right up here. This is way up here by the Michigan border. At this point, I need to actually open up a third radar so we can see what's going on up in Michigan now, because Michigan's starting to get hit. And we have a tornado warning. We actually have a tornado warning now, guys. Where is this? It's in Michigan. Okay, our tornado warning's in Michigan, guys. Perfect timing, because I'm going to Michigan.
In Branch County, Michigan.
Oh wow, yeah, we got a tornado up here in Michigan, guys.
And that's actually a pretty significant area of rotation there, just to the south and west of Madison. Or Mattison, is that how you guys say that?
Yikes. Oh my goodness. Look at that area of rotation here, guys. Pretty sure we have a tornado on the ground right here. Seen a little bit of a debris signature.
We do have a significant amount of rotation right here. There's about 3,000 people in this polygon, so please.
Looks like it's starting to kick up some debris. I see some yellow here, right where the rotation is. It's coming in right here, a little inflow notch, and it's twirling around. We got a tornado happening right there. That's a horrible drawing.
Rotation there.
So it's playing right here. You can clearly see our inflow notch and where it's rotating.
Here's another view of some of those very ominous.
So I'm pretty sure we have a tornado on the ground right here. It's just going to be a brief one, hopefully.
Thank you so much for.
But yeah, Sherwood, Bronson, tornado coming right at you.
And then here's another hailstone.
Probably won't make it to Concha, but
you should measure that.
I mean, basically, it's just going to feel like a 100-mile-an-hour gust of wind, right? You're not going to see a tornado. It's completely rain-wrapped. It's just a big blast of wind.
We haven't seen very large hail today, so that's probably up there.
Same thing here. We got a big area where it's starting to pull in some inflow here. We might see another tornado right here.
Where we have that very strong storm.
So it's starting to get bad up in Michigan now. Michigan's getting hit now. See, this whole line of storms basically working up into Michigan as well.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as what we just saw in Indianapolis.
How you doing, Sheila? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, Dos? Deos.
Stay away from windows.
Nasty Nate, what's up, buddy? Yeah, treat this as if it's on the ground. I'm almost positive this tornado's on the ground. Well, it's not much of a tornado. It's just going to be like a 100-mile-an-hour gust of wind, right? Pretty much if they tornado warn anything, it's going to be one of those brief tornadoes. We probably won't see any big tornadoes unless from the very southern storms down by the ones coming to Cincinnati. Because those are isolated supercells down there. But these is just a big straight line wind storms here.
If we saw another tornado warning just to the south and east of the one that was issued up here in Michigan. Watching this area of rotation down here near Jamestown as well. So y'all watch out in Bethel, Coldwater, Lockwood. Yeah, there's definitely enough spin left over up here in Michigan for us to have a
yeah, this one's doing it, guys. We're gonna have another tornado right here.
Up towards Albion, Jackson, and
Ryan Hall's confirming with me. We're about to have another one right here just south of it. Good thing is these tornadoes are going to be short, right? And as long as you're inside away from your windows, you should be good. If you're in a mobile home or camper in these areas, you definitely want to find a sturdy structure to get into. It can get blown over by 100-mile-an-hour winds. Oh, he keeps watching this video over and over, this tornado earlier from Illinois. Basically in Indiana, I mean, it's pretty simple. I'll pull up the big radar for you so we can look at a zoomed out part of it.
Honestly, really cool looking tornado.
All right, here's our line of storms. If you're on the east side of this line of storms, it hasn't hit you yet. So pretty much anybody in front of this line of storms, you need to get ready for 60 to 80-mile-an-hour winds pretty much. So yeah, you have any family, friends, or anybody living on the east side of this blue line, let them know it's coming. Ohio's on deck.
Bluffton and Osane, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm.
Fort Wayne is getting hit next. The next big city that's getting hit right now is Fort Wayne.
Tornado possible tag on that one.
We do have some tornadoes up in Michigan right now, sadly.
Get indoors, stay away from windows out there up towards Osane.
Looks like this one is weakening or falling apart.
To Ohio, where we do
rotation's not as bad as it was, but it's still rotating.
For Cuyahoga, Medina, and Summit counties in Ohio. We've got 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in here soon. And then way over here in Montana, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Sheridan County. And that's going to go on for the next 41 minutes. How about you down there in...
Oh my God, here's something's trying to wrap up on us down here by Uniondale.
Muncie, Indiana, you just got hit pretty hard by a pretty big storm. That's going to continue to go on up into Eaton and Winchester and then Lynn. So y'all get ready out there in Delaware, Henry, and Randolph counties for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Seymour, you guys are also getting hit pretty hard right now by a very strong storm that's going to continue to go east towards Hayden, North Vernon, and Butlerville.
Go back down here to Louisville. Take a look at the bottom line of the storm. So we're looking at the southern part of the storms right here. We're down here in southern Indiana. Keeping a close eye on the whole line of these storms, you know, because we do have some, we got some scattered supercells down here.
Michigan, we do continue to have that.
Looks like this one actually became all part of the line of storms. Our rotation's not nearly as bad as it was.
And then, of course, we've got that tornado warning continuing for...
We're still going to keep an eye on this thing.
For Branch County, and that rotation is just to the north of Bronson, right over Madison, moving up towards Union City.
Robert Hall, how you doing? This is in Indiana heading into Ohio.
Coming into Kalamazoo right now. It does look
oh, Miss Irritated, I was literally thinking about you because I knew I couldn't get my stream up in time to worry about Miss Irritated. I'm sorry. How'd you fare there with the big winds coming through your northern Indiana? I promise I was thinking about you, Miss Irritated.
155,000 people without power now.
Yeah, these storms are right here, and Miss Irritated, I'll show you where she's at.
Here's some more damage from Bloomington. This is Bloomington, Indiana from G.
Miss Irritated's over here, and I couldn't get live till the storms were here, so I was really worried about her because I didn't get on time to warn her. So I feel so bad. I tried to get online, but I was having technical difficulties. I'm hoping everything's okay, Miss Irritated. Okay, that's great. Awesome, Miss Irritated.
Here's a view from Michigan. I wish we had a time frame on this. Is this our...
So funny because you've been hanging out with me since I started streaming, and I know where people live, right? The people that hang out with me all the time. So it's like, Oh, it's like, oh crap, it's irritated.
But that's definitely what we'd be looking for there. That rotating part of the storm. That's
Yeah, we got to have a tornado that was on the ground up here in Michigan. I don't know. I think it's falling apart. Let me go back to our Michigan radar.
Outside and taking pictures of it. Definitely, you want to get indoors, get in shelter. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't have a radar in Michigan yet. I'm using the Fort Worth one up there.
Here's some more damage that we're seeing out there in
Fort Wayne,
Greenfield, Indiana. This is from Deanna. Thank you for sending.
Let me convert this back to 4 windows.
Out there.
Okay.
And then a tree down on a power line, and it's actually caught fire in Kokomo, Indiana.
So it's still rotating kind of good in here.
QTP, thank you so much for sending that in, and I hope everybody.
It's still tornado warning. We still got an inflow here, even though it's not really showing.
Indianapolis, we got a tree down.
Yeah, it's twirling in here. We still got a bit of rotation.
So much for sending that in. So we've got large.
Same thing down here. We have 2 areas of rotation here in Michigan. Heading towards Coldwater, Quincy, Allen, Reading, Johnsonville, Litchfield, Tecumseh, Burlington, Homer, and Union City. Heading northeast into Michigan. One's tornado warning, the other one isn't. These are both tornado possibles, drop downs. So basically in the next hour, you guys need to be prepared to get hit by 100-mile-an-hour winds basically in this area going northeast just to be safe. You're not going to see a tornado. It's just going to be like a 100-mile-an-hour blast of wind if it drops one real quick.
You guys seeing this in Fort Wayne? Just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Divide and Williams County.
Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne. It's on top of Fort Wayne right now, obviously. Can't deny that fact, right? It's literally on top of Fort Wayne right now.
If I zoom out here on the radar, and like all of the damage reports are kind of, clustered together, it's literally like just Indiana. Like, obviously, I know as the storms...
I think Jacob's still asleep himself. He was up till like 3 in the morning last night when we were streaming Oklahoma.
The storm literally just turned on in Indiana.
Yeah, I was streaming until about 4 in the morning last night with the storms in Oklahoma and Arkansas.
What if it just stops in Ohio?
We had really bad weather last night.
Most of our tornado reports today did come from Illinois, but then the winds really started picking up, of course, over here in Indiana.
Wish Jacob was here. He could help me find some more street cams. I can check Indiana street cams. Hey, if anybody wants to join our Discord, it's a free chat room. Like here it is. We're called Nader Web Galaxy. Basically, we have like all the streamers. Look, we have all the storm chasers, all the streamers here. We have our weather apps, our resources, and all that stuff. It's just basic. It's 100% free. It's like a chat room. You just download it on your phone. If you guys want to join up, hang out with us. Cost absolutely nothing. And just like right now, you see where I couldn't get live. You know, we got people in Discord that can help you out with the weather. We also got links to other streamers.
Update on Hurricane Eric down there in the Pacific Ocean.
Go ahead and post a link to the Discord.
Plumb wild, honestly. Category 2.
We want everyone to join Discord. If you hang out with us in here, we want you all to join Discord. Because that way we know that you always have coverage 24/7. Because between all these weather streamers right here, somebody's always going to be live, right? Look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different weather streamers right here. I think 3 of us are live right now.
By the way, if you're following along in the WeatherWise app, and hopefully you are.
Hey, Tana, welcome back. How you doing, buddy?
Things that you can do is look at the composite view, the nationwide radar. There's so many people that.
I don't know if anything's happened down in Oklahoma. We can look. Basically, we're just dealing with Indiana right now and Michigan. And I'm about to get hit. I'm going to have to take shelter today. We're dealing with this big storm coming through Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio right now.
So that's actually pretty cool. So you can do that now. And
let me pull up our power outages again real quick before I go look at
as they're issued and as they move.
So last scan we had 154,000 houses without power in Indiana.
Weatherwise.app in your browser if you want.
We're up to 174,000 houses without power in Indiana. Just so you guys have an idea of how much damage this storm is doing. We have 174,000 people without power. In our latest county now taking damage is Henry County. We have 1,500 households without power in Henry County.
The warning that's closest to where you
1,100 houses without power in Huntington. And then in our latest county at North Steuben County, 1,222 houses without power in Steuben. And what's this telling us here is Ohio's just now, our first county in Ohio is about to get hit. Montpelier, Eden, Byron, and Pioneer. The storms are making it up to Ohio up here. So get ready. Northern Ohio, you're on deck.
I don't like smoothing it. It's like purposefully, I know it seems lower quality this way, but it's actually, you're blurring it by smoothing it.
I use the smoothing. I only use smoothing on the base reflectivity. I don't use smoothing on like important data.
More damage.
I like it.
From Northwest Indiana.
Oklahoma looks good. You got nothing in Oklahoma. A couple little tiny baby blippy rain showers. That's it.
Or damage photos of some very large trees down.
Osayan, Indiana. I'm not sure where that is, so I'm gonna have to look it up. But if you're in Indiana, anything on the east of this, there's not much of Indiana left that hasn't been hit. Everybody else in Indiana's done.
Martin B, big time trees down, power lines down. Dangerous situation across Indiana as these winds.
Let me pull it up for you.
Ripping up and causing a ruckus all day. New severe thunderstorm warning in Pennsylvania. How about you in Bradford, Smethport, and Kane? And all right, Pennsylvania. How do you?
Yeah, Osayan, you're getting hit any moment now. You're south.
This town right here.
Why do I keep losing it? Where's Fort Wayne?
I ain't even gonna say it.
Is that Fort Wayne right there? Yeah. Osayan's about to get hit any second. If you haven't gotten hit by the rain yet and the winds, it's going to happen any second in Osayan. Like you're about to get 60 to 80 mile an hour winds in Osayan. It's literally on its way. Right this moment.
We have somebody on the team from Pennsylvania, and he says,
yeah, windy.
How we say it.
Yeah, Ruth Ann, it should be bad for maybe 5-10 minutes, and it should calm down, and then you'll be done. Make sure you stay away from your windows, all right? Go into your bathroom or something where there's no windows. It's probably too late to put your car in the garage or anything like that now. Just make sure you're safe in your house.
Well, you guys are under a severe...
Hey, John, welcome to stream.
Big tree down on a porch. Sierra in Anderson, Indiana, sending in a crazy photo of a big tree down on the porch.
Yikes, that sucks.
I hope you're all right. Once again, widespread damage reports coming in from across Indiana. Michigan, that same line of storms is moving through right now. We've got that tornado warning associated with it up here near Union City and Girard. Get ready in Tecumseh. You guys are next in line to get hit by some...
I got to go back up to Michigan because we had a couple tornadoes up here in Michigan. We need to get back up there. We still have one tornado warning in Michigan. It doesn't look nearly as bad. We still got an inflow notch and some rappy action here.
So we've got 17.
I don't think it's on the ground anymore. This one doesn't look nearly as bad. It's still trying to wrap up a little bit, but we're fine. I think we're good with the tornado threat temporarily. We can still see this one spin up again, heading towards Tecumseh.
Thunderstorm warning in Butler County, Ohio, which is down here near Dayton.
Pretty much need to use multiple radars now because we're basically looking at North Indiana, Michigan right now.
Supercell that's in front of the line of storms here in southeastern Indiana and Jennings County.
Here we go. We're going to listen to this.
Northeast, but it's also going to be slammed into by that line of storms, so it'll change direction. We've seen this a few times today where the supercell forms out in front of the line and it either gets warned, tornado warned right then because it does have some decent circulation on it, or it gets tornado warned once it interacts with that line and part of it is pushed forward, which could be conducive to tornadoes forming with that sort of interaction. So have y'all watched it ahead of time for both instances, because the line will probably smash into this one in about 10 to 15 minutes or so, and we'll see what arises as a result of that. So if there is a warning in those areas, including parts of Ripley County and Decatur County in Indiana, that would be the reason why.
Okay, thank you very much, meteorologist Andy Hill. We're saying y'all watch out.
All right, so basically what Andy Hill was just telling us, we got storms down here that are heading towards Cincinnati, right? And we got some supercells out in the front, line smashing into it. So we might, these might get mushed into our storm here, and we might see some tornadoes in here. So we got to keep an eye on these down here.
We got fences down, we got trees down all over Indiana.
We still have a good amount of rotation right down here by Little York. So this storm, This is a big storm heading into Cincinnati down here. It's getting closer. It's got a little bit longer, probably about 30 minutes before it gets to Cincinnati.
Severe thunderstorm watch continues until 10 p.m. for Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus, Chillicothe, Portsmouth. So yeah,
kind of see how this big part in here. This is our big supercell area here. This one's got the rotation in it here. So this one's heading towards Cincinnati right here.
Good old Kit Metcalf.
See our rotating area in there. It's kind of
looky there. Nice. All right, let's come back over here and talk about some more of these storms. Once again, over here near Pittsburgh, we continue to have a severe thunderstorm warning for the new.
Doesn't look like it's reaching down that far. It's basically just going down to here. But yeah, we got our area of rotation here. It's not reaching down that far, so we're good at the moment.
Severe thunderstorm warning, and they just issued a new one up here for Allegheny, Armstrong, and Butler counties. This is up there towards Kittening, Ford City.
So when you're seeing the red right here, hey, welcome to stream West Dino Boy. Basically, what red means the wind's going one way, green means the other. So right here, you see where we just seen. Let me zoom in a little closer down here. When we have green going one way, that means the wind's going this way. Red means the winds are going this way. So it means we got rotation right here. The storm is rotating. So that's why when we see reds and greens together, that's bad.
Auburn, Indiana, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning.
Same thing here. We got a little pocket rotation. It's not green, but it's white, right? We have a small pocket rotation right here as well. That's the kind of things we're looking out for.
So get ready for some
red doesn't mean bad. It's bad when you got two opposite directions rotating. Papa John Avid, how you doing, buddy? Pops. Oh, you want to see a bigger picture? Hold on. Let me get our big map. I kind of do a quick overview real quick.
This is what it looks like out there.
So this is what we're watching right now. This big line of storms here smashing through Michigan and Ohio. We got basically at this point 50 to 80 mile an hour wind gusts coming through. What's left? Almost everywhere in Indiana's been hit at this point. So northern Ohio's getting hit now. Michigan's getting hit. We're having a little bit of tornado action up in Michigan. Just so you guys know how much damage the storm's done. Our last power outage scan was 174,000 houses without power in Indiana. So we got a lot of damage from these storms, and that was at 5:33. It's now 5:49. Let's see if we have another update here. Yeah, so we're at 186,000 houses without power in Indiana. So basically, yeah, our storms are right down through here at this point. So latest, yeah, we had another 2,500 houses lost power in Henry County. 1,600 houses in Huntington County. So yeah, these storms are doing a lot of damage still. The storm's so big, I got to use multiple radars to look at it. Like right down here, I'm using this is the Louisville, Kentucky radar. Got 3 different radars. I'm looking at these storms closely. The Indianapolis radar kind of gives me a good view of most of the storm. Actually, our Indiana radar hasn't updated in a while. Hold on a second. We're just going to go ahead and connect to Wilmington, Ohio at this point. I don't know why I'm missing radar data here. I don't know why these warnings are out in front of the storm.
We've always got people in Clarksville that are interested, and I've actually learned the lore behind that.
For some reason, my warnings are out in front of the storm.
Somewhere. But the reason why so many people, specifically in Clarksville, Tennessee, are so...
All right, yeah, so we got a rotation here.
Nobody from Clarksville, Tennessee is from Tennessee.
I just seen a little rotation marker here. It's heading into Ohio here. We got a little bit of a rotation area.
Where you don't very often have severe weather and tornado warnings and stuff.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of rotation here heading into Ohio.
There's warnings and stuff, and
we need to keep an eye on that area.
So I'm learning about Clarksville, and I feel like
they still haven't let this tornado warning expire up here in Michigan.
9 minutes left on our.
So basically, yeah, Michigan's getting hit pretty hard up here. At least the southern part of Michigan's getting hit a little bit here. The storms are kind of rapid, and they ain't the ones up here aren't too bad, but like this area right in here is the worst of it in Michigan. Oh, hey, Dell, welcome to the stream. How you doing, Dan? My grandma's had a thick accent always and told me she was from somewhere named Louisville. In her obituary, I learned she was from Louisville. She said Louisville. Louisville. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, man, you guys got grandma still. Make sure you call them and tell them you love them because they're not around forever. I wish I still had a grandma. So my last grandma died at 93, like 10 years ago. So we got a little bit of rotation starting up right here. We might see a spin up in this area. This part's still tornado warned. I mean, we have a little inflow here with some rotation, but it's not looking as bad right now. Might be right in here, right? Might be in some spin ups right on top of Tecumseh still.
We're watching these considerable severe thunderstorm warnings, and honestly, that's what we're left with. I think.
Yeah, I'm 43. I have kids and got a dad still, thankfully. I love my dad. I talk to him every chance I get. All right, so these storms are heading into Ohio now. I mean, we're pretty much done with Indiana.
Let's take a look at our leaderboard for top wind reports.
Myself, I'm going to have to take shelter at some point today.
Top one from Houston in Illinois, 71 at the Indianapolis airport, and then a bunch of 70s.
Guys, we actually have a hurricane now, by the way.
Kansas, Illinois, Stone.
I did not know we have a hurricane. Let me pull up our threat for today.
70-mile-per-hour wind reports coming in. And actually, we do have a couple of new leaders in Indiana for hail.
So basically, this is our tornado threat for today. We got a 10% chance in the yellow, which we're almost out of. Like, we're almost done with the yellow area. 5% chance in the red, 2% in the green. But our tornado threat's really low today. I mean, we're seeing a lot of tornadoes, but they're just brief spin-up ones, right? They're not a huge deal. Then our wind reports for today, which is going to be all over. Like, see, you're going to see lots of strong winds in the red here, obviously. I mean, we've seen how many power outages we have in Indiana.
I need to add damage reports to that. I think there's well over 100 damage reports just from what I can see on my map here.
Yeah, we're at a large amount of power outages in Indiana. 186,000 people lost power in Indiana. Oh my goodness, 7,000 houses lost power in Bartholomew County. And this is what's online to me. I'm over here north of Cincinnati.
In Warren County, Pennsylvania. And we do have now a new severe thunderstorm warning.
Yep, this is our line of storm screaming along, coming right into Ohio, guys. Get ready, Ohio. Brace yourselves. If you're in Ohio, get your pets inside. Go pick up stuff out in your yard, your trash cans, all that shit, all that stuff. Make sure you pull your car into your garage. And then once this gets to you, make sure you're away from your windows. Yeah, don't forget your pets.
Fort Wayne, the storm is hitting there now. It's going to last for another couple minutes. And then our focus is going to shift over here towards Decatur, Portland. And
this doesn't look good up here. You see where we see some red and green coming through here? That's not good. And we got like red and green on the tip here. It's not really rotating for like tornado wise, but it's basically, it's doubling the wind speeds right here at the front line. I'm going to do a 3D view of this.
Yeah, these blips are really not blipping much down here in Kentucky. Not seeing a lot of development just yet.
This is our storm here.
We got a little blip over here to the west of Clarksville. It's nothing. It's literally a garden variety shower. Some stronger storms are actually trying to form down here around Huntsville, Alabama.
See how we have it stacked right here? We got some reds and greens. This is where our wind speeds are basically doubled. So when you see red underneath the green like this, basically the wind speeds are going to be double what the storm's traveling at, right? I believe our storm's moving at 40 miles an hour. So anywhere you see this red and green combined, we're pretty much going to see 80-mile-an-hour winds in these areas where you see the red and green combined. Let me see what our storm's traveling at here.
Stronger storms, but still not very strong storms.
Yikes. Severe thunderstorms are located along the line extending from Messiah near Monroe near Portland, moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. So yeah, you're going to see some really strong winds here. Yeah, these winds are really cranking up right now in these areas. It's pretty much anybody, Coldwater, St. Henry, Salina, Rockford, Ohio City, Van Wert. You got some really crazy winds coming in. It is really cranking up here in the north, guys. It's really cranking the winds up here. Doesn't look as bad down in the south, but it's literally looking like the worst up here. This area is looking like it's going to have the worst wind damage right now.
In Columbus, Indiana. This is from John. Thank you so much for sending that in.
Definitely need to brace yourself here in these areas because we got these winds are just absolutely screaming right here. So if you're in Ohio, I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. Pretty much Midwestern Ohio, we have some very serious winds coming through. It's going to be a little bit stronger than the other areas. You're most likely, like I'd say like 80% chance you're probably going to get your power taken out if you're in front of these storms right here. Sadly, because these winds are just really strong right now.
This is that tornado that we saw earlier over there near Pleasant Plains, Illinois.
Ryan Hall's pulling up that tornado video again. That was in Illinois earlier.
And we are starting to see some storms pop up back here in Oklahoma.
That was a tornado we had earlier in Illinois.
And we expect that these are going to get bigger.
It's like 3 or 4 hours ago.
We've actually got a storm chaser on one of these right here. Here's Max Archer out there in Lawton, Oklahoma, showing us what this.
We got storm chasers in Oklahoma right now.
Up close and personal. This is a. You might be thinking, what is this?
A little blip.
What even is that? Are you
Just a little baby thunderstorm.
line of storms over here in Ohio and Indiana.
So yeah, we got all kinds of damage report. Large tree branches down, blocking roadways. Tree down power lines. So basically, yeah, you guys really need to be ready here in this part of the storm.
Guys, I gotta get something to drink. Listen closely to this song.
I have to mute that song. I'm sorry. I have to get it removed. He's playing the blip song. All right, let's take a good look at our 3D view of these storms real quick again. Oh, I was also saying we have a hurricane, guys. Yesterday we only had a tropical storm, but we actually have a hurricane now out here. We have a hurricane south of Mexico, 110 mile an hour hurricane right now, Eric. Unreal. That just happened overnight. Like, this was just a tropical storm last night. It got really strong. It's making landfall on Mexico. Yeah, crazy stuff. I didn't expect this to get so strong overnight, but it did. Doesn't really matter how you doing. Right now, we're dealing with storms coming through. We got big storms coming through. Let me go ahead and pull up our big radar here. This is what we're dealing with right here. We got a big line of storms coming through. This is almost into Ohio, so Ohio, get ready. Big winds coming into Ohio. This storm is basically moving this way. South Michigan, be ready. These storms are going to basically be coming through this area. The complete state of Ohio is going to be consumed by these storms. We have some very serious power outages from these storms. Got a lot of power outages. Just so you know what's coming to Ohio. Go ahead and pull up what we got coming to Ohio. Yeah, we're up to 201,000 people without power in Indiana now. And this storm's coming into Ohio right now as we speak.
People without power in Indiana now. How are you guys doing in Indiana? We're about done. We're about done in Indiana. I'm sorry for, pronouncing all your town names wrong. Anytime you guys have to, deal with me, you probably
a new tornado warning.
You're having a bad day, but we're about done in Indiana.
Yeah, we're about done in Indiana, but Indiana has a lot of work to do. I mean, they got a lot of work to get all this power up and running again. But yeah, if you're in Ohio anywhere and you're concerned, type in your city and state. I can check it out for you, let you know. Because, I mean, this stuff's coming, right? Looks like our next big cities are Eaton, Greenville, Salina, Van Wert, Paulding, Defiance, and Bryan's getting hit next.
Near Akron. Okay, so this is really close to the Kent State University, where we've got some rotation here between Talmadge and Stowe.
Oh, yikes. We got a tornado warning over here by Akron.
Mahoning, Portage, and Stark counties, and Summit County.
We have a tornado warning in Akron, Ohio, guys.
We are encouraging you to take shelter out here over the next 43 minutes, guys. We've got 286,000 people under this tornado warning. So this is a dangerous storm. Let me get some detailed locations for you as to what could be impacted by this.
Let's take a look at this tornado warning here in Akron.
There's people in Akron and Alliance and along Interstate 76 in Ohio that are going to be pretty surprised by this. I don't think anybody was expecting a tornado warning in Akron, at least most people. So we've got a tornado warning once again out here for the Countryside Campground.
We have a tornadic storm here in Akron with some rotation on it. We're taking a look at the 3D view of it right now.
The Philibuns Hidden Cove Campground. All these places are in the direct path of what could be a tornado. So if you're at a campsite, RV, tent, nope.
So I'm not, the rotation doesn't look too horrible in Akron, but it's kind of coming down right here. It is tornado warned, but I'd say a threat level's pretty low on this thing. But we'll keep an eye on it.
Additionally, we got the Brimfield Elementary School.
Cincinnati, how you doing, Tara? I'm North Cincinnati. It's coming. Eric Bowman, how you doing, buddy? St. Mary. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. Here's Ohio. Here's Indiana. This whole line of storms is coming through. We're gonna see 60 to 80 mile an hour winds coming into Ohio. We have 200,000 people without power in Indiana from this line of storms here. If you're in Ohio, you are getting hit, like guaranteed. This entire line of storms is covering all of Ohio. Now, it's probably going to be the strongest up in these areas here. We're still going to get hit down here. It's just going to be not as strong, right? We're still going to get hit up here, but we're seeing a lot of tornadic activity up here in Michigan right now. So everybody's getting hit. You're gonna see some kind of crazy winds everywhere in Ohio today. It's just a matter of time of these storms getting to you. They're moving along at 60 mile an hour easterly right now. Cincinnati, we still have a little bit of time. I'm north of Cincinnati, so I'm going to go take shelter myself. I say we probably got about an hour before Cincinnati gets hit. Maybe 45 minutes. St. Mary.
Big tree down in Middletown, Indiana. Thank you, Caleb H, for sending this.
Trying to remember where St. Mary is. I know we played them in football in high school.
Down without 75, 80 plus mile per hour winds. Another very large portion of a tree down there in Hope, Indiana. Chris Caldwell, thank you so much for sending that in. And this is in northeast.
Let me pull up my Google Maps real quick. I mean, I know St. Mary. I just forget the exact location. I'm so sorry. I should know it. I live in Ohio.
This part of the world has just been ravaged by rain here recently. Lots of flash flooding across West Virginia, Pennsylvania.
Columbus has got some time still.
Maryland as well.
Hopefully it gets weaker before it gets to Columbus. We'll see.
Indiana's going to be out of trees soon. That's what it looks like. Seriously.
Why did it say Kroger Marketplace? I searched St. Mary and it pulled up Kroger.
We should be getting pretty close.
I know it's up north somewhere. It's northwestern Ohio. Yeah, there's St. Mary. Right next to Salina. Duh. I knew it was up there.
Okay, so we've got a very strong line of storms coming through.
So yeah, it's going to make it to St. Mary in probably the next 30 minutes or so.
Greenville and Van Wert, Ohio. Get ready for those 60 mile per hour winds.
But like on deck, Van Wert's on deck. It's going to be in Van Wert in like 10 minutes. Van Wert's about to get blasted by the winds. And Defiance too. You're the next two big towns to get hit. Van Wert and Defiance. You guys are about to get smashed by these 60 to 80 mile an hour winds coming through.
Additionally, we've got a strong storm currently out here in the Richmond area.
Yes, yes, this is moving into Ohio right now. We do have a tornado warning here. This is actually looking a little more wild here. We actually have a tornado warning here in Akron, and this thing's really starting to wrap up. Look at this. We got a little pocket of rotation that's getting pretty tight here in Akron. We might actually see a tornado drop on the ground here in Akron, so I'm going to keep an eye on this thing. This has nothing to do with the line of storms, right? This is just way over here in Akron by Cleveland. We have a thunderstorm here that's rotating a lot. So we might see a tornado out of this storm here. We're going to keep an eye on it. Just going to take a look at this thing. This has nothing to do with those line of storms. We just got a big rotating supercell over here. I wouldn't even really call it a supercell. It's just a big rotating storm. We might see a tornado here in Brimfield, Talmadge, and Akron, Ohio. Hey, Charlotte, what's going on? All right, let's go back to Ohio. I'm going to go ahead and connect back to Wilmington here.
Has been allowed to expire, but we still have a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning in effect. So we are going to keep watching you guys over here in Marshall and Albion for the potential for a tornado.
Looks like we're going to start seeing some rain showers coming into Cincinnati soon. Some cranky storms, but the big winds are a little further back in Cincinnati. Greenville's about to get hammered. St. Henry, Rossburg, Ansonia, Coldwater, Salina, Van Wert, you're all going to get smacked really soon. Defiance is going to start feeling the winds any moment. Big, nasty line of storms. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up the power outage again, just so you guys know how bad these winds are. 215,000 houses lost power in Indiana from this storm. You're looking at all these power outages, and this is still going pretty strong, right? That's 600 houses in Randolph County lost power. 800 houses in Adams County lost power. 1,800 houses in Steuben County lost power. It may not be as strong as it was in Indiana, but it's still pretty strong, right? We're probably going to see minimum of 60, 70 mile an hour winds. Well, really, it's looking the worst in here. Pretty much from Van Wert to Greenville, where we're seeing a lot of strong winds still. It's where we're seeing a lot of the highest velocities.
Check this out. We actually do have one of those little storms visible now on our HAZ cams up there in right on the border of Tennessee and Alabama. So you can see that little blip trying to get stronger there. Here's what it looks like.
I'm gonna turn Ryan Hall up for a moment. I gotta go talk to my neighbor real quick. Let him know it's almost here.
Coming out of
I will be back
Indiana,
here in just a moment, guys.
And moving
just gonna be
towards
AFK
Cincinnati.
for like
so whatever we
2
see
minutes.
happen on this camera is likely what we're going to see
be right back,
in
guys.
Cincinnati in about 30 minutes to an hour. So we're seeing those strong winds really starting to rip up here. And that tornado warning is going to continue for 36 more minutes for areas like Brimfield, Ohio, down towards Deerfield and Alliance. Now, Akron, Ohio, you guys are no longer included in this warning. They just taken you out of it, okay? So Akron, Ohio is no longer in there, and that brings down the population to only 100,000. That's still a lot of people, but this was including 500,000 people when Akron was a part of the warning. But the rotating part of the storm has moved past you now. And we're more concerned about Brimfield, Randolph, Industry, Atwater, Deerfield, and places down there towards Alliance in Ohio. Y'allbot's got some storm reports it wants to relay. Go ahead, Y'allbot.
All right, Ryan, buckle up. I've got a ton of storm reports for you. Indiana's seeing widespread wind damage, highlighted by a 70-mile-per-hour gust in Brown County, a 60-mile-per-hour gust in Rush County, a toppled billboard in Bartholomew, and ping-pong ball-sized hail near Alexandria. Over in Pennsylvania, we've got trees down in Allegheny, Warren, and Mercer counties. Kansas also chipped in with quarter-sized hail in Waubonsee County.
Okay, so yeah, lots of reports coming in from all over the place out there, across Ohio and Indiana, even in Pennsylvania. By the way, Kansas Severe thunderstorm warning in Kansas. This is for areas near Emporia here in Americus. So Lyon County, Kansas, get ready. We've got ourselves some quarter-size hail and some gusty winds getting ready to move in here very shortly. And we've got a pretty interesting view of that little blip down there in Lawton from Max Archer. I told y'all, don't underestimate the blip. Looks pretty, you know, it definitely looks a lot more robust now. It just after about 10 minutes. Look at the loop here.
My buddy's outside working on a car.
Boom. And just imagine what it's going to look
like,
like
bro,
about 30 minutes from now.
It's going to be here in 30 minutes.
So this is a cool little, you know, moment where you can see this outflow boundary here from an earlier
Casually
storm.
outside working on a car.
Actually, yeah, that's been hanging out there for a while. So this could have happened from the, you know, early morning storm.
Oh, guys, it's going to be bad.
Kind of
I don't want to get hit by this. I don't want to lose power.
It's kind of sparked this big time development over here near Lawton, Oklahoma. Major. And this will probably become a
Hey, Christy here, Cheryl. Welcome to the stream.
Point, so it's literally going to look like a nuke went off. If you're in Medicine Park, look east and take a picture.
I'm on deck. I'm in the warning now.
Starting to form over here to your east. It's going to look.
I'm in the polygon, and it's coming.
And we'll see more storms develop along this boundary as well over the next.
We still have this tornado warning over here in Akron. We sure do. Oh, yeah, we might see a tornado still. You still have this strong rotation here.
Shelby says that day 2 of pointing out the
I won't say it's that strong, but we definitely have a pretty condensed rotation here in Akron.
What? Oh, and Ryan G.
Oh, I'm getting hit.
Yeah, you know what? It took me like.
I'm getting hit, Charlotte. I mean, 100%. There's no way we're not going to get hit. Like, have you seen these storms?
But I will. I'll probably order something here soon.
Everybody in Ohio is getting hit. You cannot avoid this storm. Every single house in Ohio is getting hit.
Oh, man.
You cannot avoid this storm. I'm just hoping the storm's weaker, right? I'm hoping we don't lose power. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. Everybody in Ohio's getting hit. Everybody in southern Michigan's getting hit.
Let's go back over here to Bryan, Ohio, and Montpelier.
It's not hard to find out where this is. I mean, literally, look at this thing. This storm's like 600 miles wide. Like, everybody's getting hit. Everybody's getting hit. Nobody's dodging this storm. The good part is once it hits you, you only have like 10 minutes, and then the winds calm down and you're good. So if you still have power after like 10 minutes, you should be good.
This is what that looks like right now from the Van Wert Emergency Management Office.
Caramel, where's Caramel, Cheryl? Tell me the city.
70-mile-per-hour winds are behind that.
Or tell me what state's Carmel in.
Some heavy rain, lots of lightning as well, and they do have a tornado possible tag listed on this warning, as there is a slight chance of a spin-up tornado. Salina, Ohio, Greenville, Ohio. You guys are also.
Last time we checked, there's 215,000 houses lost power in Indiana. So this is basically our summary for Indiana in this storm. So I'm just hoping Ohio doesn't look like this after it gets done with us.
Here, including Oxford, Hamilton, Fairfield, Eaton. Within the next 15 to 30
Cincinnati's or Indiana's in the red. They're in the red. Not good. So yeah, we already have some power outages. We have 350 people already lost power in Darke County in Ohio. So it's here already. Like, it's doing damage in Ohio.
You'll be under a double severe thunderstorm warning at some point, I believe.
Southern Michigan's getting hit pretty hard. So we got 1,300 people lost power in Joseph County. Another 500 people in Branch County.
Really do appreciate it.
We've got multiple storm reports coming in for thunderstorm wind damage.
Yeah, but the wind is the worst, right? Nobody wants to lose power. I don't want to lose power. That's what I'm concerned about, right? I'm disabled. I need my air conditioner. And we still have a lot of rotation up here by Akron. The storm's been rotating up here in Akron. This is like just southeast of Cleveland. We have a tornado warning up here.
Salina. Got it. Boom. Don't have to ask me 500 times.
Still doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's a pretty strong storm, but I don't know if we're going to see a tornado out of this or not. I mean, we can clearly see our area of rotation down there. It's trying to wrap one up. It's really trying to wrap one up here.
Brianna, this is just south of Van Wert.
We might actually see a tornado here in Akron. We'll see what happens here. We'll keep an eye on it still.
Got some damage up there in Michigan as well. Look at that. All right, let's go up to the Van Wert camera. We're watching this damaging line of storms approach very quickly here.
Van Wert camera.
Van Wert emergency management. Also, quick blip update.
Van Wert's just about to get hit.
Oh, daggone it.
I have a friend from Van Wert.
Of course, we lost the feed as soon as I popped over there. That actually looks like it was producing a pretty decently rotating base.
Van Wert's right up here. It's coming into Van Wert. One of my high school buddies is from Van Wert. Wisconsin's fine. The only thing we're dealing with right now is Ohio and southern Michigan. That's it. Everywhere else is done.
And you can actually see some rotation right here with this storm that's coming into Van Wert. If you watch closely, look at the lighter colored clouds.
Let's say anywhere from 50 to 100 mile an hour gusts in Ohio. That's what we're dealing with. And a 100 mile an hour gust would be a spin up tornado, right? But on average, I'd say 50 to 70 mile an hour winds, maybe 80. And if you get a brief spin up tornado, you'll feel 100 mile an hour gust of wind. If you get 100 mile an hour gust of wind, you're losing power 100%. Like, it's going to take out power in your area. So as long as you're in a house away from windows, you're fine. Just don't be caught outside in this storm. Don't be looking out your window. If you get a brief spin up tornado, you know, you can send debris through and seriously injure you. Oh my goodness, that's one heck of a view in Van Wert.
It keeps getting bigger.
Yeah, that's Van Wert right there. That's the storm he's looking at right now.
That's some broad rotation there. We've got a big merry-go-round with our shelf cloud.
Let me see if I'm going to go up closer to
Van Wert area. Once again, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in place for you guys with a tornado possible tag. We got
oh wow, yeah, look at that rotation right here he's looking at.
Here to the east of Akron. I've got a lot of people in
got a good amount of rotation right there on top of Van Wert.
Akron. The town of Akron is no longer under the tornado warning, okay? So you guys are fine. You can come out of your safe spots. We do still have a tornado.
That's what we're looking at right there, that rotation.
And places like Alliance, Deerfield, Palmyra, and places down here in Mahoning. Or
you can see the trees starting to get blown.
In Stark counties in Ohio.
I can see the trees moving in the background.
We just saw a power flash from this.
Yeah, it's a little concerning here with these areas of rotation here.
So the winds back there are obviously very strong. So what we're seeing here is that shelf cloud that we just saw, that was the warm, moist air getting kind of lifted up out in front of the very cool air that's happening because of all the rain and the winds that are, if you look at the lighter colored area back there, that's where we've got that wall of rain and wind, and we've got cool air that kind of sneaks out in front of that.
Hey, NRG, thanks for stopping in. Alex, how you doing? Hey, Gamer VR.
It's, currently getting pushed up right now. You can see it affecting that.
Eric, it's going to be windy, yes. If you see a tornado, you won't see it. It'll be like 100 mile an hour gust of wind, basically.
60 to 70 mile per hour straight line damaging wind gusts here.
So just
Van Wert, so get ready for that.
If you're prepared for 50 to 100 mile an hour wind gust, you're good. That's really all you need to worry about. That's tornadoes included.
Rotation is still there just to the north and west of Randolph, so hopefully everybody's still in their safe spots out here in Atwater, Deerfield, and Lexington.
Abigail, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
In Oklahoma, our blip now has an official warning. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now for Comanche, Grady, and Stevens counties in Oklahoma. So once again, I told y'all you don't underestimate the blips. It's still going to continue to get bigger as it goes off to the east. Additionally, we got ourselves a severe thunderstorm
basically
in Alabama. So
pretty much the entire storm has made it into Ohio up to this point.
Between Town Creek and Ardmore.
There's a little bit left of Indiana here. We're down by Cincinnati. It's closing in on Cincinnati. I'm gonna have to look at a different radar for that one. They did let the tornado warning expire down in Akron, or over here in Akron.
still
I
there.
thought maybe they renewed it. The tornado warning's still there. So Cincinnati's about to get ran into here very soon. Dayton and Cincinnati areas. We got about, say, 20, 30 minutes before it gets to Dayton, Cincinnati, I'd say. I'm hoping these storms aren't as strong down here. I think I'm seeing less power outages in southern Indiana. Let's go back to Indiana. So 221,000 people without power in Indiana.
From the Tennessee, North Carolina line. Is this from?
So it looks like Franklin County got a burst with 431 power outages in southern Indiana.
There is a flash flood warning out there.
Then again, these storms are still got to go through the last county in Indiana, or it's just now in it. Yikes! So we just got a new warning here. Let's see what this says. At 6:20 p.m., a severe thunderstorms are located along the line extending from near New Madison to near Brookville, moving northeast at 60 mile an hour, 70 mile per hour wind gusts, quarter size hail.
What? Weather Dude Josh sent this in. It says, this is in Warren Park in Indiana, in Indianapolis. This somehow landed on our street from the facility to the west of our neighborhood. We have no idea how it got here.
The heck?
The V2X Technology and Training Solutions area. Wow. That's pretty
Plum wild. I say it better. Plum wild.
Power in Van Wert. We lost that camera at the emergency management area.
No, I am Nader Juice. Ryan Hall's talking about
Yeah,
me.
thank you guys for sending
When
in
he named an energy drink after me.
Oh, here we go.
Ryan, Ohio is a long
He loves
hard
me.
kind of place.
He laughs at my jokes sometimes.
Salina, Lima, and Medina on the map in the path of these storms.
And I'm dating Y'all Bot, by the way.
Good at this.
Me and Y'all Bot are going to be engaged
That's
soon.
awesome. That's a good way to remember it. Thank you. All right, so we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning in here for portions of Ohio and Indiana. Middletown.
Yeah, these storms look scary down here in Cincinnati, guys. I'm hoping for the best for everyone. I hope Ohio dodges a bullet and doesn't lose a bunch of power, but I'm really concerned.
Butler County, Dark County, Miami, Montgomery, and Warren counties in Ohio, we have a severe thunderstorm warning as well. So this is going to be for 70 mile per hour winds and 1 inch hail. So this is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 1 million people up here north of Cincinnati. This does include Dayton. This includes Kettering, Middletown, Oxford, Hamilton, and Fairfield, okay?
So northern Ohio's completely submerged by these destructive winds at this point.
We have a camera that we're watching over here in Indiana where we've seen consistent bursts of up to 60 mile per hour winds at least.
Salina and Van Wert has completely been overtaken by the windstorms at this point. Versailles, you're inside. Versailles is completely inside the windstorm. Eaton's up next. Camden, El Dorado, you're on deck. You're getting hit next. Minster, you're getting hit next. St. Mary's is just about to start to get blasted. Minster, Fort Laramie, you're about to get blasted. I know we had a guy here from St. Mary's. You're going to start feeling the winds in the next 2 minutes probably. It's right on top of you. Yep, I wish you all the best. I hope nobody loses power, so we'll see how this goes.
Up here in Ohio, Lima, Delphos, and Ottawa, or is that Delphos? In Ottawa, you guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning for 60 mile per hour winds. They do have a tornado possible tag on that.
I'm removing the less severe warnings.
Allen, Defiance, and Henry counties. In Kentucky, we actually got a severe thunderstorm warning now for the Brandenburg area. This is
So Van Wert currently does not have a severe destructive on it, so I'm hoping it's better up here.
We have a severe thunderstorm warning.
Salina, Greenville has a severe destructive warning still. We'll see what happens here.
In the path of this storm, it's got 1 inch hail and 60 miles.
Eric, you're in St. Mary, right, Eric?
We're talking about Jackson.
Eric's in St. Mary. We got eyes on the ground in St. Mary.
We've got 156,000 people.
Let us know. Let us know, Eric. If you lose power, you still got your phone, so you can let us know what happens.
In Indiana and Kentucky, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Lancaster and Madison area. Get ready for 26.
We got another tornado warning.
We got 26,000 people that need to be getting ready for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then back up into Michigan.
Yeah, they keep tornado warning this one over here in Cleveland, near Akron. We have a strong rotating storm over here near Atwater, south of Akron.
Coming out here, including
they keep tornado warning this storm out here.
Wapakoneta, Sydney, and
Wapakoneta,
Ohio.
Piqua, Wapakoneta. Yep, I know my towns out here.
Now I don't know. This is a long I state, right? Is it Piqua, maybe?
Piqua, Wapakoneta.
Let me know.
And it's Versailles, not Versailles. It's Versailles.
In Ohio.
We played Versailles in football in high school. Yeah, we got some good rotation in this storm in multiple areas. So this storm could drop a tornado over here by Akron. It's very concerning, to be honest. I hope this thing doesn't drop a tornado. We don't need any tornadoes in Ohio. This is completely separate from the line of storms here, right here, guys. This is all the way over here in Cleveland where we have a tornadic rotating storm here. You can see where we got a large area rotation here. So you guys definitely need to take your safe spots in Atwater and Limaville. You might see a tornado out here. It's flickered. How bad are the winds? Can you hear the winds, Eric? Does it sound like the winds are blasting against the house? The storm's really starting to close in on Cincinnati now. We got about 15 minutes for Cincinnati. Out, eastern Cincinnati is going to get hammered, or western. Versailles is completely engulfed in the storm. Covington's on deck. Newport, Fort Laramie, Minister, New Bremen. You're all about to get. We played New Bremen in football too. That's another town I've been to. We played them in football.
Size hail coming down towards Highway 2.
So you can definitely hear those crazy winds, huh? See, Eric's on the ground. He's in St. Mary, so we got ears. Man, this storm's still absolutely cranking in St. Mary.
Get ready for that golf ball size.
Yeah, Eric's right here. Eric Bowman's inside this storm right here. He is getting absolutely blasted, and his power's flickering. Let me know if your power goes out, Eric. Hopefully you don't lose power. Do we have anybody else in chat that's about to get hit soon? Grover Hill, Paulding, Cecil, Defiance. You got about 10 minutes, Defiance.
The WeatherWise app, which hopefully you guys are following along on.
New Knoxville, you're about to get hammered.
A lot of people about to get hit by strong winds up here in Lane.
Covington's going to be getting hit in the next 2 minutes. It's about to start getting really windy in Covington in the next 2 minutes.
Of Indiana, we're done for the day. We're not going to have any more storms or any more.
Tara, welcome back, Tara.
There might be some stragglers.
Tara, my house is about to get blown up. I hope I survive.
Not even close to what we had today with this line of storms. The only part of
I got like 30 minutes where I have to take shelter.
Here on the extreme southeastern side, just to the west of Cincinnati. So y'all get ready for that. And then once that's
Bowling Green, I mean, nothing is dodging the storm. All right, Bowling Green's getting hit. It's just in about an hour, maybe less. 30 minutes to an hour for Bowling Green. This storm is hitting every single town in Ohio, just so you guys have a heads up. Look at this storm. It goes halfway up into Michigan, all the way down to Kentucky. This storm is hitting everybody in Ohio. Every single person. Nobody's going to get missed by this storm.
Interesting now, too. So let's go check those out.
I mean, there's a southernmost tip of Ohio. I know a couple houses might get missed down here, but
a special weather statement down here for Big Sandy. That's Henry, Carroll, and Benton counties.
Everybody's getting hit. It just depends how bad.
Hail and some gusty winds over there. We've also got a decent little storm happening over here.
So kind of heads up. Let's look at
that's going to move on up towards.
Let's look at our power outages again. So
Clarksville, we don't have anything going on right now, but
221,000 houses lost power in Indiana. These are all the power outages in Indiana. And it's still pretty bad in some of these areas, so we're most likely going to lose power in some areas in Ohio. How you do, Dalton?
Nothing going on. But
Blake, nothing's coming towards Illinois right now. Ohio's what's getting hit. We're getting hit in Ohio big time. Hey, we also have a Discord, guys. If anybody wants to join, it's 100% free. It's like a chat room where we have all the weather streamers and stuff. I'll show you. So we have like all the weather streamers you can come to, all the storm chasers. I'll go ahead and link it in chat. It's basically a free chat room for updates on weather and stuff or whatnot. If, like say I'm not online and you want weather coverage, there'll always be somebody online. Let me go ahead and link that in chat. That's our Discord. 100% free. You just got to download the app on your phone. Doesn't cost any money. It's just a chat room. That's all it is. I don't know if you guys remember like the chat rooms back from the 1990s and 2000s. That's basically what it is. It's like a chat room from back then for now. But it's for weather.
Right after that, we're looking at that considerable severe thunderstorm warning over there in Franklin, Union, Wayne counties in Indiana.
We basically we're inside the Discord and we talk about the weather before we go live.
Damage threat with that 70-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail, 43 minutes left on that. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are about.
So Hamilton, Trenton, Fairfield starting to get hit by some storms. Not the worst of it yet, but our biggest line of storms is going to be back here.
Okay. So looking at our storm report charts for today, our biggest hailstone that we've seen.
I don't see any areas of strong rotation, so I haven't seen any spin-up tornadoes lately.
If somebody measures a slightly larger hailstone out of the storm in North Dakota, which is possible.
We got a little bit of rotation down here by Dillsboro. We got a little bit of a hook. Little concerning looking here.
All across Illinois and Indiana.
So yeah, we got a little bit of a hook happening down here by Hillsboro. We might see a spin up here. Let me take a 3D view of this one.
And then Indianapolis was 71, and then now we've even got a report from Gosport, Indiana, of 71-mile-per-hour wind gusts earlier today. So that's our all of our reports that we've received today.
The rotation's like right down in here.
Tornado reports. 17.
A pretty low chance of seeing a tornado down in here, but you can kind of see where our rotation is here, our green and red. So we could see one in there.
So this is going to be for Dearborn County in Indiana.
Let's go back to our tornado warning up in Akron too.
And then in Kentucky, Boone, Campbell, Carroll, Gallatin.
So this is southern Ohio right here. We're looking Dayton, Cincinnati area down here. Troy, Sydney, Wapakoneta.
So we've got
you can see up that far.
Storm coming in here. I'm going to try to load up some.
So we have a tornado warning up here in Cleveland still, southeast Cleveland near Akron.
Some different views here.
The rotation doesn't look nearly as, I mean, it's still rotating though. I mean, we still got some rotation here.
Once again, Cincinnati, you guys are now in the.
I don't know if this thing ever dropped a tornado or not. I don't think it did.
And we actually just got a wind gust report of 68 miles per hour from Brookville up here. So these are
68-mile-an-hour gust of wind in Brookville. So we got a little bit of rotation at water.
Down to Cincinnati. So y'all get ready. We've got millions of people now.
Oh gosh, he said Middletown. That's my town.
Significantly damaged.
About to get hammered.
Significant damaging storms.
So this is our tornado warning up here in
right, guys,
Akron.
Before we get into this, I've been sitting here. I haven't moved really.
I mean, this looks like this thing's really trying to wrap up a tornado up here in Akron. Clearly see this area of rotation where it's reaching through. We have like a really long noodle of condensed rotation inside the storm. But it hasn't dropped a tornado yet, I don't believe. Yeah, guys, make sure you join our Discord and hang out with us when we're not live and, you know, when we're prepping to go live. Let's go back up to northern Ohio. All right, Wapakoneta's up next. Has Eric talked? Where's Eric? Eric, are you okay? Did you keep power, Eric? Yeah, I know. We were just looking at the tornado warning, Zach. It's near Akron. This is looking kind of good, to be honest. Look at this here where it's getting kind of sloppy. The storm might lose power here. I'm hoping for it.
just to update you on a report we received a few minutes ago. This is concerning an area about 1 mile west of
Pretty much done. Did you lose power, Eric, or did it just flicker?
At 6:23 p.m. local time, a flash flood was reported.
Please tell me you didn't lose power. I'll be so happy. Because that means that I might not lose power.
So please exercise extreme caution if you are
Kentucky's fine, B-Frost. We're not worried about Kentucky right now. Ohio's getting hammered right now, not Kentucky. This is Ohio's time to shine for once.
All right, chat. I see Seni Vortex 322.
Ohio hasn't gotten any love in a long time, and I'm glad we haven't gotten any. I hate it when the storms come to Ohio. I'm perfectly fine without any storms ever coming to Ohio.
Settling down in your neck of the woods, or is the weather still keeping you on your toes?
Nope, just flickered. That's awesome. So Eric didn't lose power, and he was in St. Mary's.
National Weather Service, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Eastern Defiance.
Check our power outages in Ohio. I guess we still have 221,000 houses that lost power in Indiana. Let's see what Ohio's looking like. Oh, yikes. So we have 1,600 houses lost power in Darke County. 2,700 houses lost power in Van Wert. So Van Wert got completely obliterated by these winds. So, I mean, it's happening right now, right? We got 2 counties that are getting hit really hard in Ohio.
Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building.
It's not going to hit Kentucky. We only have like scattered showers down here in Kentucky. We don't have anything to worry about down there.
At approximately 6:09,
Unless you're on I-75 going north up to Cincinnati, you're not going to get hit.
2 miles southeast of Stowe in Summit County, Ohio.
But you're going to have to be there quick because these storms are closing in on Cincinnati right now. The storms are literally hitting the western end of Cincinnati right here in the next couple minutes.
45 miles per hour. We are keeping a close eye on this developing situation. Stay safe out there. All right, so we're still tracking that severe thunderstorm warning.
It was looking like it was trying. Let's go back over there.
In southwestern Lincoln County in Middle Tennessee.
It wants to drop. Like, it looks like it wants to drop, but I haven't seen it yet. It's a pretty wimpy storm, right? It's got very good rotation on top of Atwater, but this is a really wimpy storm. If it does drop a tornado, it's going to be weak.
Packing a punch with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. That means you can expect hail damage to vehicles and some wind damage to roofs.
It's not even connecting the dots. Like, it's having a tough time. So rotation is down here. If this drops a tornado, it's going to be weak and not very strong. You can kind of see. Here we go. There it is. That's where our tornado would drop if it manages to get down to the ground.
Remember, torrential rain is coming with this, so do not drive through any flooded roadways. Okay.
And we have really good signatures of rotation here, but it's just not very tight yet. It's really kind of broad.
Signs of hail or wind damage.
As you see, like, we have greens. That means the winds are going one way here. Red, the winds are going this way here. So we have a really, really tight area rotation here. Not that tight. Not tight enough to drop a tornado yet, but it's pretty tight.
Okay, chat. I see Deadly Mouse 25 is in a tornado warning near you.
You have nothing to worry about in Pennsylvania. This storm's so far away.
The WIS is at 102.61 right now, so it's definitely a significant severe weather day. What's your go-to safety plan?
Sydney's getting hit. Sydney's a big town. You guys are probably feeling the winds right now. Sydney is about to get the full force of this. Pickwa's about to get the full force of this. Troy, you're about to get hit in 10 minutes.
A severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for southern Giles County in Middle Tennessee, in effect for the next 36 minutes. This storm is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, capable of damaging roofs, siding, and trees. Those in Pulaski, Ardmore, Elkton,
You're going 71 south.
And Prospect, and along Interstate 65.
This is 71 right here, I think, isn't it? Or is that 60? 68.
Move to an interior room on the lowest floor.
Wait, no, this is I-75. This is 71, right? I think that's 71. I mean, JP, you're going to get hit by this. It's about 30, 40 minutes out.
All right, I'm back. Storm's now moving into The greater.
I don't think you're going to make it. If you're heading south towards Cincinnati, there's no way you're going to make it before you get hit.
So I think Kip's out there. We'll see what he's got. Yeah, this is a live view from.
If you're in a truck, I don't know if 60, 80 mile an hour winds are strong enough to blow a truck over, so I couldn't tell you.
As he's probably going to be able to intercept this in Dayton, actually. And y'all,
Oh, yes.
on radar, this actually looks pretty plumb wild. I'm not even going to lie. Like this looks like a pretty strong burst of winds going through.
Oh, God.
Right now, so we need to be getting ready for that as the storm moves east.
Oh, man.
You guys are starting to get hit right now.
I'm going to have to take my safe spot soon.
Winds. We're also just to the north and west of Lawrence.
I'm like right in here.
We've got some pretty strong winds out there as well. So all this is coming in towards Cincinnati and places like Hamilton, Middletown, Centerville, and Dayton. Remember, there's a lot of people in this area. We've got 1.1 million people in the path here. 70-mile-per-hour winds and 1 inch.
They just put it under thunderstorm warning after you got hit.
Here very soon. I'll put Kip in the number 1 slot here.
Wish Jacob was here. He could come in here and chat for me while I'm
Give me just a second, y'all. I'm trying to put as many things on here as I can.
I'm in my mobile van right now, so I'm gonna go inside the house once the storm gets here.
Near Harveysburg
I got a computer set up in my van.
See just the huge size of the storm as it
I got a traveling van that I have like a big computer weather set up for.
Gets over there. But yeah, definitely some very strong damaging winds. Only 2 minutes remain, y'all. Only 2 minutes remain on the tornado warning up there in Ohio. So we're going to hope that storm continues to weaken. And
well, Jacob's one of our head mods, but I could have him come on Discord and keep an eye on the storms for us. Because I don't know how long I'm going to have to go AFK for, because it looks like, look, see, I got a whole bunch. Like, I'm clearly going to have to go out and walk in the rain for the bad winds to get here, because I'm going to get hit by all this, but the winds are back in here, I think. Let's take a look at our power outages again. Oh my goodness, yeah. Dark County is getting completely obliterated, guys. I feel so bad. Dark County has over 50% of power outages there. 5,000 houses lost power in Dark County. So they're getting hit really hard there.
Cameras out there around Ohio that we're keeping an eye on.
Let's pinpoint this area.
About 10-15 minutes away from impact here in
so we know where the worst storm is. The worst part of the storm. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 counties up. Dark County is absolutely getting hammered. This is where the winds are the absolute worst. So we got 1, 2,
raise your hand.
3,
In chat if
4.
you're from
Okay.
Cincinnati. I know we got a lot
So
of
this
people
is
here.
area is where we're getting the most power outages, right in here. This area has got the worst winds. Between Wapakoneta, Fort Shawnee, Lima, Cario. Russell's Point's going to be hit by that. Russell's Point had a bad tornado last year. We had a couple people die in Russell's Point last year from a tornado.
Indiana, Bullitt County, Hardin, Jefferson, and Meade counties in Kentucky. We do have some 1-inch hail and some 60-mile-per-hour winds moving into the Shepherdville area here.
I believe this is right. 1, 2, 3,
West Point, Shepherdsville,
4. Salina County.
hit Louisville, but we've got other
So basically the worst of the storms over Wapakoneta City and Lima right now, I believe.
Towards Clarksville and Hopkinsville. These storms in Tennessee,
Based on our power outages, I think they are getting hit the hardest.
known here. We're definitely going to start hearing some claps of thunder down there, and then of course these
Dark County's really spread out though.
Robust on radar.
So Shelby County has 171 people lost power. Only 1 in Miami so far.
And maybe up to 60-mile-per-hour winds.
And also Van Wert has 2,600 houses that lost power.
There y'all are. We got a bunch of people from Hamilton. Oh, where's Brandon? Brandon Kopic's got a really cool view of a storm west of Chicago, actually. You heard that right.
West of Chicago.
West of Chicago, up here between Rochelle and DeKalb. We got a special weather statement for this one.
I don't care about Chicago. We care about Ohio right now. Ohio's what's getting hit, man. What about Ohio, Ryan Hall?
Yeah, I think everybody that's watching.
So they dropped the tornado warning out here near Akron.
Went plumb wild.
The storm's still rotating a little bit, but they dropped the tornado warning.
Wait,
Is that at?
is that a real chicken?
That's a chicken hiding underneath the grill.
A back patio grill. That's cool.
Where he's ultimately going to end up, he's hiding underneath it.
From Hastings, Michigan.
Oh, that's funny.
Another shot of a tree down out there in Ohio, St. Mary's, Ohio.
Oh, tree down in St. Mary's. I believe it. Any weak tree limbs are getting taken out in this storm, for sure. 100%.
In Madison, Indiana. This is from Shelly, the weather nerd.
Getting really dark out.
That rotation again, just like we saw with the Van Wert camera, as that straight line damaging wind situation.
Yeah, it looks like the worst of it's right up in here.
And then
North of Dayton.
Tori H is rocking blip on the radar.
South of Findlay is where the winds are the worst.
Tori, thank you so much for sending that in and supporting Y'allbot on Spotify. Guys, do you know that Y'allbot has 11,000 monthly listeners on Spotify? Something like 20,000 on Apple Music.
Hey guys, I'm going to link our Discord again. It's like basically a free chat room. We all hang out and talk about the weather.
Tuesday. I ain't made a video that day or anything. There's about 200 people jamming to Y'allbot.
We have a big storm. Basically, if you're in Ohio, you're getting hit. Nobody's dodging the storm.
Over here in Ohio, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm.
I'm going to pull up our line of storms again right here. So if you're in Ohio, you're getting hit. This storm's covering all of Ohio.
Are about to get hit by some 60-mile-per-hour winds up here.
And just so you guys can see the magnitude of the situation here. So these are our power outages in Ohio so far. This is Indiana. Like, I mean, this storm just obliterated Indiana. 231,000 people, not people, 231,000 houses. So there could be like 5-10 people in each house. We don't know. So probably over 1 million people lost power in Indiana from these storms. Luckily, it doesn't seem as bad everywhere in Ohio, but this county's getting hit. Dark County's getting hit really hard. Our last update was at 6:40, so it was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm going to record that just in case. Bell Fountain.
Bell Fountain. He said it right.
Coming back down here to Cincinnati, we do have a severe thunderstorm.
Bell Fountain's going to get hit in about 30 minutes or less.
We're getting ready to get hit by 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds over the next 41 minutes. This is what it looks like from Aaron Preslin's Cincy Skycam. So we're going to be able to see it coming.
Let me go ahead and connect back up to the Fort Wayne one. I can probably move this over here now. We can move it over here to the Michigan radar so we can see the northern part of this. We haven't had any more tornado warnings up here in Michigan in a while. Oh my goodness, I hear the thunder, guys. Looks like Indiana radar is still going to be our best one for this part of Ohio. It's Napoleon, Holgate, Malenta, Leipzig, Belmore, Desher, you're on deck. Rawson, Findlay, big Findlay town's about to get hit in about 30 minutes. Same thing. Bowling Green's going to get hit in about 30 minutes. Toledo, 30, 45 minutes, you're about to get hit. Toledo's huge. It's one of the bigger cities in Ohio. Oh, wow, we're getting a bit of rotation up in here, too, by Holgate. What's going on? Got a little bit of rotation on the front of this storm here. Wow. Oh, wow, yeah. It's really cranking up here by Napoleon. I wonder if that's where Napoleon Dynamite's from.
This includes Duncan, so there's about 21,000 people included in this. Storm Chasers Max Archer and Scott Peak are out there. And if this thing goes plumb wild, we'll show you. Right now, it's a pretty manageable severe thunderstorm. Down there south of Louisville, Kentucky, we've got ourselves a strong storm producing 1-inch hail.
It's starting to rain down here north of Cincinnati, guys.
In Hillview. Hopefully you guys are in your safe spots out there. How about you in Toledo and Bowling
Dayton's
Green,
about to
Ohio?
get hit
We
in
do
5
some
minutes.
60-mile-per-hour winds rolling in.
Springboro, Kettering, Miamisburg. Miamisburg, you're getting hit in like 1 minute.
Wood counties.
Franklin, you're about to get hit. Hunter, Monroe, Huntsville, Worthington, you're all about to get hit. I'm about to get hit. I'm about to get hit. I'm like right here. I mean, right here by Franklin. So I'm getting hit in like just a couple minutes.
County in Michigan. This includes Genoa, Hamburg, and Ann Arbor. So about 400,000 people getting ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds out there. And also Adrian, you guys are about 15, 20 minutes away from getting in on some of those very strong wind gusts as they come through. Cleveland, Ohio, you guys have got a little blip that's popped up over here on top of y'all. So that's what we're watching up here between Parma and Shaker Heights. Some small hail.
Cincinnati's starting to get hit right now, guys.
And then what's left of our tornado-warned storm from earlier is still moving down towards Alliance and Salem. It's only producing some gusty winds and some very, very small hail at this point. Over here in Pennsylvania, we do have a line of storms moving through. Sandy down towards Indiana, east of Pittsburgh. This is causing some gusty winds and some heavy
talks.
No, State College.
You're silly.
We've got a couple of different areas that are experiencing some isolated downpours around Washington, D.C. So
I am about to take shelter.
Going on. A little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit of everywhere.
The winds aren't bad here yet. It's raining, but the winds haven't hit us yet.
We've now got 232,000 people without power in Indiana. So, Indiana, I think it's safe to say that we're done for the day. So we don't have
Indiana's done for the day. Yay.
There, so.
If really took out all the power in Indiana, it's done. Poor Indiana, guys.
We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Champaign, Clark, Greene, Miami, Montgomery, and Warren counties in Ohio.
All right.
This includes Dayton. So once again, about 830,000 people are included in this. 70-mile-per-hour winds are coming in here very soon.
Dayton's on deck.
Also going to include Springfield and Kettering and Fairborn. That's where,
of course, my area has to get hit by rain first before the winds, right?
Is right now. Just waiting on that thing to roll on in.
All right, so my area says 70-mile-an-hour wind gust, quarter-size hail. Minor hail damages to vehicles is possible. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings.
Another quick update on our hurricane. Eric.
How you doing, Pamela? Welcome to the stream. Misty, hey, welcome back, Misty. I haven't seen you in a while. Guys, I'm going to be taking shelter here in just a couple minutes.
I need to read the advisory.
This storm is like on top of me in like 5 minutes.
Likely going to be a category 3 here soon. Actually, you know what?
I'm in this area here, and it's pretty close.
We can check that out right now.
So I will be going AFK for like 10 minutes or so.
And we click on this, we can see that it is 109 mile per hour winds with 132 mile per hour wind gusts. Hurricane Eric right now. It's not a category 2 yet, but it's about to be it's about to be a category 3 with wind gusts up to 155 miles per hour. And it's probably going to make landfall as a high-end category 3 over here near the southwest side of Mexico. It'll be a tropical depression all the way up there near Mexico City.
Yeah, as soon as the winds start cranking up, I'm going to head inside, and I'll be back as soon as it's over.
You kind of tell how intense it is and how rapidly it's intensifying here.
Let's check our power outages in Ohio. Yeah, if anybody wants to join our Discord, I'm going to link it again. It's basically a free chat room. You guys come and hang out, and we can talk about weather and all that good stuff. Oh, it's just really calm right now. That's eerily calm right here. Like it's just not the wind isn't blowing at all. This is so creepy. It's dark. It was just raining. There's not a speck of wind, and we're about to get blasted. We're about to get hammered. Oh my goodness, I'm scared. Guys, I have weather anxiety too. It's gonna be here any moment. Look, I'm like right inside this little cutout. I'm like surrounded by storms right now.
All right, so we do have a severe thunderstorm coming into Dayton right now. We've got about 5 minutes before we.
So on deck, New Carlisle, Northampton, St. Paris, Urbana, you're all about to get hit. West Liberty and Bellefontaine, you're on deck. You guys are going to get hit in the next 15 minutes. Kenton's about to get hit in about 20 minutes.
We are also very close to having this.
Lewistown, Russell's Point, Huntsville, Roundhead, you're all just about to get hit. Alger, McGuffey, you're all about to get hit. Ada, you're about to get hit. Bluffton, it's going to start storming really bad there soon. You can get a bunch of winds. Findlay, you still got about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Just to keep you updated on places a little bit farther to the north, Findlay, Ada, and Kenton, we're also getting close to getting in on some of these 60-mile-per-hour winds. We are still getting damage reports.
This is so creepy. I'm like right here.
So this is still doing damage, and it will continue to
so
do
creepy.
It comes into Findlay. Over here towards Ottawa, we had a damage report just a few minutes ago. Trees and power lines.
Man, we got some really strong winds coming to me. Yikes.
So that stuff's going to continue as it comes in.
Yeah, we got my area is going to get hit pretty hard, and it's going to be any moment now. Like the next 2 minutes.
Andy, is y'all watching? He's saying y'all watch out for Weberville.
All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and make Ryan Hall a little bigger, and we can watch him. I'm going to turn him up.
In Michigan, we do have a little bit of rotation.
I'll be back as soon as I can. If the stream ends, my power went out, right? Hopefully it doesn't. We have a lot of trees here. Very high chance that a tree could fall.
Weather-wise, Dansville, Weberville, and Fowlerville.
Going to make him big.
No tornado warning, but
kind of zoom out here so we can see most of Ohio, so everybody knows where the storms are. Cincinnati's down here, all the way up to basically Bowling Green area here.
Coming into Dayton within the next couple of minutes. Get ready in Dayton and Kettering.
So we got Toledo to Cincinnati on the radar. Just going to turn them up now, and I'll be back as soon as I can, guys. I got to take shelter here for very soon here.
The beginning stages of that over here on the Middletown camera.
I think I got a little bit longer. I'm going to wait a little bit longer.
And then it looks really ominous in Cincinnati right now. You got that big shelf cloud coming in from the west.
Let's take a look at our power outages again.
Storming over here in Lawrenceburg and Harrison. That's moving over towards Cincinnati, and that's what we're looking at here from Aaron's Skycam.
So our last update was at 6:40 p.m. It's 6:59. It is creepily, eerily calm outside right now. Okay, so we have 24,000 people that lost, or houses that lost power in Ohio so far. Butler County, that's my county. We have 181 houses lost power in Butler already, 1,000 in Hamilton. These storms are just now getting in these counties, so they haven't been updated yet. 128 in Preble.
For portions of Ohio, I think the next update they will either
5,000 houses out of 9,000 in Darke County lost power in Ohio. Over 50% outage there in Darke County. Van Wert's up to 33,700 houses without power.
This slight risk. We're not going to be dealing with this for the rest of the day. We are going to definitely have some more storms in this part of the slight risk, though, so that will be maintained. So just a little quick heads up, we are still under an enhanced risk in Indiana, but the storms are over.
M1, where are you at, buddy? I mean, this is Ohio, right? Everybody in Ohio is getting hit. The entire state of Ohio is getting hit. It's just when, a matter of time and when and how strong, right? Right now, the storms are pretty strong still, but I'm hoping they weaken the more they get into Ohio. Let me pull this up too real quick, our outlook for today. So this is our wind threat for today. So basically, once it gets to Columbus, it should start getting weaker, right? This is our wind threat. So the wind threat starts to weaken as we get to Columbus. And then our tornado threats, like right here. We haven't seen a whole lot of tornadoes, thankfully. I mean, we've seen a couple, but Our hail's really low, but yeah, our wind threat's right in here. So these storms should start weakening once they get halfway through Ohio, hopefully.
Enterprise, Rising Sun, the CVG, the Cincinnati airport over here, probably about 5-10 minutes before the big winds start moving into that region. We just got a damage report just to the north and west of Dayton. 3 8-inch diameter trees down. So we're
3 8-inch diameter trees down in Dayton.
Area,
okay, it's thundering really bad now, guys. I gotta take my.
That's like literally.
It's right around the corner.
Where Kip is right now, so he's looking at the part of the storm that just produced that damage.
I'm gonna turn up Ryan Hall again while this is on. I'm gonna go take my shelter now. It's about to absolutely start screaming. I'll be back as soon as I can if my stream ends, power's out. Join our Discord if you need to find a different streamer after. Hold the fort down, guys. Zach, Earthquake, let everybody know that I'm in my safe spot for now.
So we now can officially.
I'm gonna turn up Ryan Hall, then I'm gonna go.
In Ingham County, Michigan, and once again,
I'm gonna be on my phone though.
Early heads up here if you're watching the stream.
I'll be on my phone
inside,
so I can watch. I can watch the stream
because now we need to take shelter.
All right, guys, I'll be right back
In Millville, Parker's
be back in 10
Corners,
minutes,
up
hopefully.
towards Fowlerville. This is
oh my God, it's pitch dark out.
Storm capable of producing a tornado, and we've got about 1,000 people in that polygon there that need to be taking shelter right now in Ingham County, Michigan. That storm is going to eventually move up towards Fowlerville and Interstate 96, so you guys need to be getting ready over there too. In Ohio, Napoleon, Defiance, Fulton, and Henry counties, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. We expect those 1-inch hailstones and 60-mile-per-hour winds to move into Providence and McClure here within the next little bit. This part of the storm is what's going to hit Toledo in about an hour. Findlay, you guys have got about 30 minutes or so, maybe 20. Get ready for those 60-mile-per-hour winds. Same thing for you guys in Bell Fountain and Kenton. And Springfield, Dayton's getting hit right now, so we're about to see that come in via Kip's point of view. So we've got the damage reports coming in. We definitely got some tree limbs coming down. Now, all we've heard so far is that we've got 3-inch tree limbs coming down, which isn't that bad, but if we do have 70-mile-per-hour winds coming through, which is what the storm is warned for, we're probably going to see some widespread pockets of damaging winds wind reports coming in between Centerville, Dayton, and Fairborn here soon. And then real quick, let's check out Aaron's Skycam with that really ominous view of the shelf cloud coming into Cincinnati and Covington down there. Going over to the Warren County camera in Middletown. Some of those stronger winds are just now taking over this camera. So if you're just now tuning in, this is a live look at a storm chaser currently giving us a view of what's going on out there in Dayton, as he's giving us a live feed here. Yeah, it looks like things are picking up out there. So next in line, we've got Fairborn as well. And then we're also continuing to watch Cincinnati as the storms get closer to y'all. So this is over there near Covington. In Cincinnati, we are under that severe thunderstorm warning for up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. So get ready for it. I think that probably some of the strongest winds right now are honestly up here closer to Cincinnati, maybe over here between Hamilton and Forest Park. right near the Fairfield area. We've got some darker blues here indicating some stronger winds aloft. Those are likely getting pushed down to the surface here near Flockton and Forest Park, producing those 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts at least. And that's continuing to cause problems as it goes over towards Mason. And then, honestly, the part that's hitting Dayton right now doesn't look too bad on radar, but from what we're seeing from Kip's point of view, it's certainly nothing to balk at. As we're starting to see the traffic lights flop around and all that stuff, and it's just now starting to move in where he is. He's north and east of Dayton. He's not in downtown Dayton. He's closer to Fairborn and Medway. Also, you can start to see that dark cloud poking through the virtual rail fan camera in Covington, Kentucky, over there on the left side. That's the severe thunderstorm that's moving in. You can see that a little bit better from the sky cam over there, where Aaron Preslin's Cincy sky cam is. And then we've got a really good view of the shelf cloud over here from Warren County still. But this cyclone port camera is over here near Harveysburg. Once again, all of these cameras that we have around Dayton, Ohio, are courtesy of the cyclone port network within the Radar Omega. Dang, that's a nasty looking shelf too. Yeah, I think we actually lost Kip's feed. No, we didn't. It is like constantly pausing and freezing. And I think it just restarted there, so we're watching an old clip. So, yeah, things are getting plumb wild out there in Dayton. How's it going, Dayton? I know we got a ton of people watching from Dayton. I'm honestly a little bit more